And yeah, this game looks really awesome. I was describing it earlier. Seems like kind of a Kingsfield, maybe a Daggerfall-like in that sense. Very much an old school RPG inspired by like the two games I just mentioned. Obviously, kind of more slower paced. I think it's first person. I think. And again, shout outs to Keymailer hooking us up with a review key. Very nice of them. There are multiple modes you can unlock, which is cool. There are difficulties, of course, that you can unlock more of them. It talks about the S. Oh, there's souls. Look at that. I was saying how this game reminds me a lot of Kingsfield, and Kingsfield is known for being one of From Software's first games. I don't know if it's their first, but one of their first. Of course, From Software is known for making the Dark Souls games, so souls as a currency is something that's all too familiar. 5 dungeons, 25 floors, ending K. I'll confess I'm not sure I understand what these things mean, but let's just jump in and see what awaits. So I am excited. So now we get to make our guy. So these are like the starting equipment. Class Deserter. Deserter? I love dessert. Nameless. What should my guy's name be? I'm definitely down for ideas. Let me grab this one chat window so I can see. Oh, heck, so the chat window is not visible. Ah! Chat window, please. I made the mistake of not clicking and dragging it earlier. Oh my gosh. This window is like forcing itself to be in front at all times. Yeah, the chat has popped out, but I can't see it. Where's the chat? I want to see it. I'm trying to see if I can, like, move this to a different window temporarily. How about this? Can I do this? One sec. I've kind of made an odd situation for myself here. This window, you really cannot minimize at all. Let me do this. Oh, the game just crashed. Okay, well that works too. Actually, I don't think it crashed. I think I just pressed the escape button one too many times and it just like died very suddenly. Let's just launch it again. Sorry about that. I was all ready to roll and then I realized like, oh wait, there's one window I can't see. And it's one of those games that kind of like forces it to be like in front at all times, and you cannot move anything ever. So I was like, oh god, I'm in a situation here. It's also weird about allowing me to alt tab it all. It's very like insisting that it be front and center at all times, which is not necessarily a bad thing. I mean, that'll be nice once we're into the game and I don't run the risk of accidentally bouncing around to the other window and getting sad and shitting my pants. All right, so we were talking about what should the name of my guy be. Captain Butterdick. There we go. Oh shit. All right. Captain Butterdick. Oh no. Maybe. There we go. There we go. We can make it work. Captain Butterdick. There we go. That's Captain Butterdick to you. How old should we be? How old does it let me be? I wonder. We can go canonical and be 35. Okay, max is 55. As old as possible. We're being a crotchety old feller. How thick should I be? Because I would imagine... Can you just hold it? You can just hold it, yeah. As fat and as short as possible. I wonder if this will have actual bearing in the game. As thick as possible. I wonder if this will like actually impact our performance. Because I love the idea of the game being like, all right, you're gonna be a weird fucking dude, and this game's gonna hurt now. For being a 4'3", 250-pound, 55 age-old butterdick individual. So, I have additional points. Okay, so yeah, you can like make the game, I guess, easier or harder for yourself. Oh no, you can't. You cannot. Yeah, you cannot start beyond this cluster here. It's maximize bounciness because like in Dead or Alive. There you go. If you know, you know. Yeah, you knew. Because you said DOA and not Dead or Alive, I knew exactly what you meant. And by that, I'll assume you mean Dead or Alive Extreme Beach Volleyball for the Microsoft Xbox. Released in probably like 2003, maybe 2002. So we have the Deserter that has like just simple stuff and a bag of gold. We have Blasphemer, poor melee weapon. So instead of average stuff, he has like some poor shit, but also a couple of presumed one-use attack and defense spells. We have Raider, presumably of a Lost Ark. Simple range weapon, poor piece of armor, a potion with extra lamp oil, precious gold dust. Madman, a large melee weapon, 2 small pieces of armor, a trinket, and a bag of gold. Excommunicate, simple melee weapon, poor piece of armor, scroll for a defense spell, potion and extra oil of lube, presumably, and a bag of gold. Scoundrel, 2 poor range weapons, poor piece of armor, a small piece of armor, lockpick, 2 potions and a lot of oil. Deprived, a ring and 4 pieces of garbage. Interesting. It was there if I needed it. It was there in the background. It was out there. Me in my early teens, says Anthony. I mean, I'm a short glass of water now. I'm 5'3", and I'm like 125 pounds. So like, you know, I'm a short glass of water for sure. But I'm also a scrawny piece of shit. Neuron activated, yes. Oni says I am 30 feet tall IRL. I do not doubt it. We'll start with Deserter. We'll start with just all, like, average stuff. And then maybe for future runs, we might, like, mix it up and randomize it. Let's jump in here. Captain Butterdick sets sail into floor 0. I can always dodge out of anything, he says. So there's the melee attack. Oh. So mouse up, left enter to look, right. That's correct. So right click is to block. Can I hold it? You can hold it. I don't know if it like makes you swing any better. In the bottom left, you can see my guy going like, ugh, when we're like holding up to attack. He's like, oh, I'm so mad. Is there a weapon durability? There is. In the bottom right, just kind of past the lamp, you can see there's like an implication that there's weapon durability, so I shouldn't just be slamming it on every piece of the wall. Lighter extinguished lamp, which presumably is F. Oh, okay, because you have limited lamp oil. Bombs. Rope. Got a bag of gold, 100 gold coins. Right, so if it's like not super necessary, I shouldn't be burning the midnight oil. $250 pounds and 4'3" is a goddamn meatball. We're talking meat wad. A powerlifter would never miss the chance to say his 3 gold numbers. You know, one of my favorite gold numbers to talk about is Gracie's favorite 3 inches that I provide to her. She loves my 3 inches, and also I love an opportunity to talk about how she loves my 3 inches. And then I wait for like a few seconds, and then I explain the story, because Gracie is 5'0", and I'm 5'3", so I've got a solid 3 inches on her. And there are times when we're cooking something, when she is trying to reach something, and she can't quite reach it, she's just a little bit too short to reach it, and suddenly I can swoop in and save the day and reach the thing she can't reach. I have had a lifetime of never being the tall guy in a situation, and I'm now married to somebody for which I can always be the tall guy, and it's awesome. It's awesome. The power I feel. No wonder all my friends throughout the years liked having me around so much, because I was like such a nice ego boost. Like they could like reach that top shelf for me. They could reach the thing at the supermarket for me. They could help change out that light bulb or reach the smoke detector. Anyway, so it's really fun. But also, the joke is like, oh, whenever I get to do that, whenever I get to be the tall guy for Gracie and reach the thing she's just too short to reach, I get to be like, oh yeah, I'm so cool. Look at me reaching the thing for Gracie. Really like to milk it. And the joke over time evolved into, yeah, you love my 3 inches, don't you? Yes, Alex, your 3 inches are Really impressive. Wow, so amazing. When's it gonna be over? Holy shit. So that's the joke. It's good. It's good. I like it a lot. Mighty Snowball. I will take it down. I can write it down. I can write it down. It costs magic points. I want to look at the keybinds because I would eventually want to cast spells eventually. Not right now. Not right now, but eventually. So there's a kick button. Spell scroll. Spellcast is Q. Interact is E, of course. There's a dodge. There we go. There's a sprint. Oh, dodge is like... It's a little... And then, what was it? R is kick. Oh my god. Just a disembodied kick. I love that. Thump. Is there like a... Ow, stub my toe animation? I sure hope so. His bench is 4. There's 4 benches. That's so many benches. That's more than 3. Being able to open jars, that's a powerful skill. It's a very powerful skill. Whoosh. So know all about that. Space is dodge, R is kick. Oh yeah. Stereotype of the gamer nerd with a humongous meat. Humongous meat. Oh, you know it. We bought like a whole box of those what are they called? The pigs in a blanket. We have a bunch of those in the freezer. Humongous meat. Yo, you know I got that humongous meat. We went to Costco the other day and like bought a lot of those Hebrew National, those like the really good like all beef dogs. Yo, I'm packing that huge heat. That huge meat. Huge meat with a huge heat. And a cool dude. Aw, it's sweet of you, Ryan. That's sweet to say that, bud. It was fun to get to hang out with the homies. Oh, this guy's like all fancy. It's like a rhythm. Oh, he's like doing something scary. Oh, Jesus. He was like charging up. Fucking Dragon Ball Z charging his ass up. I'm trying to also preserve my shield's durability if I can help it. Kick. Fuck you. So that makes him go back a bit. So far as I can tell, there's no stamina necessarily. Oh, maybe there is. Maybe there is stamina. He melts into a pool of blood. Can I loot the corpse? Can I teabag the corpse? I can teabag the corpse. That's our first battle, and we emerged victorious. And also, we didn't take any damage. Nah, it's sweet of you to say that, though, Ryan. Nah, and we got to hang out with Ryan and a bunch of our homies a few weeks ago, and it was a really, really nice evening. Always nice getting to hang out with the broskies. Lots of positivity, lots of good vibes. It was good. What's this? What's this? Is this a napping board upon which I can take a sleep? Little sleepy sleeps. Casting spells Q. I should try that spell, actually, yeah. So, what is the spell again? It was like, I mean, I guess it's probably a range spell, I think. Snowball, we just probably throw a little ice ball thingy. Here we go. Rolls and enlarge. Oh, like rolls it on the ground. Catches all in its path, bursting when it hits an obstacle. Let's keep going. SMH my head, shaking my shaking head shake. Yeah, SMH my head was like the classic back in the day. Shaking my SMH was also a good one. Up to the next floor. Playing some DBZ right now. Oh, skeleton. Oh, geez. I thought that was a bad guy skeleton. I thought that was an evil skeleton. Found 2 coins. Did I just pick up the skeleton? The way it just disappeared suddenly. I do enjoy me some good old-fashioned dungeon delving, so I am really vibing to this. This is actually pretty sick. I'm gonna try to be mindful about my lamp oil usage. My water-based lubricant oil usage. When it comes to not getting too antsy in the pantsy, because it's hard to say when we'll get more of the juice. It might be a fairly rare thing to find. We have the new DBZ game. I actually didn't realize it was out already. Is that the yeah, the new fighting game one, right? And the new God of War for your flight. Are you doing like some fun travel, Zoni? Like some fun traveling? Oh Jesus, he's fast. Ouch. He's fast. He's a fast boy. He's a like scrungy, like walking around, like fucking like running around like on all fours, like a little goblin fella. He fucked me up a little bit there. There was something else happening. There was like I don't know if it was a trap. Whenever they're charging up like that, I think you can interrupt them. Yeah, whenever there's like they're charging up, that's like there's that little orb that starts to appear. There's some kind of special attack. I keep thinking I can loot the corpses, and it appears that I cannot. At least not yet. Maybe these guys don't have anything special, or maybe if they were lootable, there'd be something obvious on the ground. I'm hearing something. Found a gold coin. Oh, okay, so there's an arrow trap. Oh, it's just poking through the wall. I see. It says it's pretty dank. A little bit more oil, 60 more seconds of it. And we're just scooping it up off the ground, presumably. It's out for everybody. You're gonna be in Japan? That's awesome until November. Dude, I'm so jealous. That sounds so cool. But I can't really be too jealous because Gracie and I are talking, and not even talking, but actively planning a Japan trip in July of next year. And that'll be for 3 weeks, and I'm very excited for that. So I can't be too jelly. We're more than just talking about it. We're actively planning it. We are putting money down. We already went and put down money for an Airbnb. Use this sword to repair the other one. This sword, you say, for repairing things. So we can go up now if we wanted to. Sounds like there's maybe more stuff for us to experiment with. Oh, actually, you know what? I was really hoping that would hurt you. Oh, you're a big boy. He's a big boy. Let's cast our spell. Oh, it takes a long time to cast. Wow, they weren't kidding when they say it like rolls. A big honking thing. Oh. I'm hoping to like lead him into arrow trap. I think the arrow trap actually did kill him. Yeah, I got an achievement for the arrow trap killing him. He dropped a lot of blood. Good for him. Like he was just kind of like the noises he made were just big guy, big meat man. Shut this. Oh, I cannot shut it. Oh, there we go. I'm trying to be in the right spot. He says it might be cool. You've never left the country before, and going to Japan is a extremely cool and very like out there version of leaving the country. So that is very exciting for you. I'm excited. I'm excited for you. Admittedly, I've only left the country a handful of times. I've been to Canada twice. I've been to Iceland. And I've been to Hawaii. Hawaii is still within the United States, but it's outside the continental United States. So it kind of counts. Damages foes, flinks back to you, and it heals accordingly. So we could actually use this to get some juice back if I start to lose some juice. And I have indeed lost some juice. I definitely stand to get some back. Hook is suspicious. And I love the two-dimensional just pieces of paper indicating items we're picking up. Restores your mana. I'll just take it. I'm not going to drink it just yet. Yeah, everything. I like the bad guys and the inventory items being two-dimensional. I think that's where he came from. Oh, I could have just hit the switch. And I think this is where we started. It is indeed where we started. Can I go here? Just so I'm clear, is this a... Okay, it's a magic disc, so it's still ranged. So yeah, that's good stuff. What's up, Aleph? He says Hawaii, then he says Kauai. It's funny you say that because the island that Grace and I have visited when we went to Hawaii is the island of Kauai. It's spelled K-A-U-A-I. So the spelling is different, but strangely appropriate that you would say Kauai right afterwards, because yes, that is exactly where we went. It's gonna let the oil burn for a moment. It's because it's dark here anyway. Ooh, a new weapon. Rusty old axe. I'll take it. How does that compare with what we have right now? We have... Okay, it even shows the side-by-side. The attack is better. It's slower. The range is the same. The arc is lower, which could be a good or bad. It's heavier, of course. Durability is also worse. We'll try it. So we'll equip it. There we go. Shing. It's more of a wide kind of deal. Now, the one thing about Grace and I going to Japan, it won't be the two of us by ourselves. We'll be going with another couple. One of which is a person that hangs out in the stream sometimes. His name is Game and Browse. Him and his really fun wife are going to be hanging out with us for the entirety of that trip, and it's going to be super cool because they're both really fun people, and it's going to be awesome. It's a little bit intimidating because Japan is like such a different and out there place to visit, but no, we're very excited about it. And I've explored everything. Yeah, there's the map in the top right. I should just look there. But yeah, at some point, what I and Gracie probably should do is maybe start doing some like Duolingo sessions. So we can, you know, like obviously we can't be expected to like get fluent, but you know, learn a couple basics of the language. A little bit goes a long way, even if it's just, you know, how to ask where the bathroom is, like, you know, just the most simplest of things. A little bit of that goes a long way, I think. You're going solo, Oni? That's amazing. I applaud your like willingness to put yourself out there and try something very different and very new. Ouch. So I stole a little bit of health, but not much. It takes a hot minute for us to cast spells, so knowing that means I just gotta like get good. How's my shield durability? It's not doing the bestest, but not doing the worstest either. Gonna meet some folks there. Nobody that you don't already know. That's really exciting, man. First trip outside the country, and you're going to a place like Japan, totally new and different, like very, very, like a long it's a long journey for one thing. It's a long flight. And obviously, oh, scavenge chains, sure. Obviously, I'm based on your screen name and also the whatever you post in the chat. I actually can't read that because I don't read any Japanese right now. I'm assuming you've been studying the language, so it probably like won't be like ridiculously hard for you, but still, you know, there's going to be the inevitable culture shock in some capacity. So I applaud your willingness to try it out, try something new and different and very much out there. You know, really putting yourself out there for such a fun trip. Also, I like how whenever you see like this little break in the floor texture, the fact that there's like this little gap with the, I guess, the stone version of the crown molding, that little kind of barrier along the bottom there, kind of gives it away. Playing with the secret walls is dangerous. Playing with the secret walls is dangerous. What about playing with the secret balls? 2 gold coins and 2 more gold coins. The 2 gold coins special with these skeletons. Japanese Tinder. Oh, that's exciting, Oni. That's so exciting, man. I'm excited for you, man. There's a lot that I don't need to know about necessarily. Like, it's none of my business, but I'll be curious to just hear how the trip goes, just in general. Like, I don't want to be sticking my nose where it doesn't belong, but I'm excited for you. FaceTime with native speakers who are bilingual. That's kind of nice. Helps with just conversational practice. That wouldn't be a bad idea when it comes to just, you know, talking with a live human. And if they're bilingual, they can offer feedback and tidbits of like, oh, actually, it's actually pronounced this, or like just little helpful info. That'd be really neat. It's a pretty safe country. It is. It is. That's something Grace and I have talked to it to a pretty good length. I mean, you know, stuff obviously does happen. You know, no place is, you know, is without incident. But generally speaking, yeah, it's pretty chill. Generally pretty chill. And there's a lot of people that go there as tourists. So, you know, I think a lot has been said about how, like, Japan doesn't necessarily need to bend over backwards to make everything available in English. Or, you know, there's not always, like, a ton of, like, things that they have to do to accommodate English speakers and tourists and whatnot. But in Tokyo and, you know, the major cities, it's I think probably fairly easy for English speakers to, you know, figure their way out. And also, that's the thing too. I trust that Oni will be able to take care of himself. Like, I wouldn't worry at all about, like, yeah, his safety. He's a capable lad. Found an empty bottle can use to store. Oh, I could, like, probably pick up some lamp oil. In fact, I'm gonna see if I can do that right now. Put that on my hotbar. Can be used to store liquids. Maybe it'll give me the prompt when I see the oil. Right here. Collect oil. There we go. 60 seconds of oil. Can I collect more? I sure can. That's pretty cool. You can read Japanese and a decent amount of the basic kanji, which is awesome. And speak decently well. So yeah, enough to get by, enough to, like, you know, navigate and order stuff at restaurants, that kind of thing. Large Rusty Greaves. That was one of my many nicknames in high school. Wish I could see how cool my guy looks with his Rusty Greaves. My guy is pretty hurt, so I definitely welcome an opportunity for more healing if there's an option. We do have that one health steal spell, and we have one mana potion. Got some cool stuff lined up. Yeah, there's, yeah, Disney Sea. Yeah, I've seen some stuff about that. You're gonna be training while you're gonna be there. A tea ceremony. Wow. Amazing hotel. Full dinner course for some Kobe beef. That sounds so cool. I hope, if you're comfortable doing so, I would love to see pictures. And you don't have to, like, share pictures of yourself, obviously, but just pictures of the kinds of fun stuff you get to experience. I'll take this thing. That looks to be pretty similar to what I have right now. Small rusty axe versus a old rusty axe. The attack is worse, but it's faster. Arc is the same. It's much lighter. Wow. But it's also much worse durability. I'll stick with this one for now, but we have a backup in case this one shits the bed. Keep seeing these and thinking I can, like, sleep on them. They don't look like the most comfiest. Oh, and just so I'm clear... Oh, none of that is going in the bottle. Shit. I'm wondering if there's, like, a thing I can do... Like, put it on my hotbar. Like, equip it. And I, like, put it... At least so I can start collecting things. Maybe the idea is you can't put it in... Oh, use? No, that's not it. Yeah, maybe the idea is you can't scoop stuff up, put in this empty bottle. It can be used to store liquids, but maybe it's more, like, case specific. Can't just be anything. Someone's kind of poking around here. That's our shield. Yeah. Actually, having that on the hotbar is not the worst idea. Okay. That's okay. We're about to leave this area anyway. Can I break stuff? I don't think you can break stuff. Not that there'd be much benefit to doing so, it just would. I keep seeing these little bars being open. It makes me wonder if I can, like... If I know there's bad guys over, if I can just, like, throw stuff over. If I can throw stuff over to fuck up the baddies. Also, I appreciate how the exit for this place is behind a hidden door, so you had to find this hidden exit to get the heck out of Dodge. Ligma's Discord? And it's funny because I know exactly who you're talking about. Would that be a Ligma? The shape-shifting pilot from space? Space pilot? That all sounds amazing, yeah. Yeah, not what's Ligma, is who's Ligma. Yeah, Captain Oligma. Ooh, another secret passage. Looking, I'm trying to keep my eyes peeled for other secrety things. Always scary investigating a new space like this. Oh, jeez. So I stepped on a trap, presumably. So I came from here. Did I step in? Oh, right. There's a thing right here. So I don't have a lockpick. Gotta be extra careful when it comes to these raised spaces. Uh-huh. And the space for stepping on traps like that is I can break it. Is like it's a pretty wide. Actually, it's not too wide. It's more. Oh, it's probably because I had an item in my hand. That's why. This looks like it's gonna explode. Yeah, that's why. It's because you're holding it outstretched. This looks explosive. I don't think I want to break this with my hands, with my melee weapon. Found some fool's gold. Buy with other garbage. Not sure if you'll end up in Tokyo or more on the countryside. Yeah, that's part of why Gracie and I are going, and our friends Helen and Aaron are going for 3 weeks. Because we definitely want to have time to explore a fuck ton of Tokyo, but we also want to, like, spend, you know, a day going into the countryside, checking out some shrines, going to some of the other, like, maybe not quite as large, but still significant cities, such as Kyoto. So yeah, we're trying to, like, kind of build time in for those kinds of activities as well. Because, you know, 3 weeks is, to me, is like a decent amount of time. It won't be enough to do everything, obviously, but enough to hopefully do a bunch of cool stuff. I keep seeing this, and I wonder what that is, but I can't actually reach it. Unless I can break the chest. It does not appear that I can. Yeah, what are you gonna do for your 3rd week? Yeah. It's a long-running joke. Yeah, it's like 1 or 2 letters away from being Ligma. There's a big guy. I'm gonna see if I can steal some of the juice. He hasn't seen me yet. And here, ooh, if I wanted to be really fancy, I can maybe lead him into the perp. Or I could maybe, like, try to trick him into exploding this, because it's red, and I assume red means explosive. We'll see. We'll see if it works that way. Tokyo to Hakone to Kyoto, Osaka, Hiroshima, and then question mark. Yeah, solid plan, dude. Very solid plan. You to cast a spell. It might not have reached. Oh, I can't cast anymore. I'm out of juice. All right, well, time to just fucking roll it. Oh. Gonna try to break this thing. Oh, he exploded. I don't know if it did shit to him. Drop a shield. Okay, so time to drink my mana potion. Brought it to full. What's my other potion that I have here? Green potion cures panic, mute, blind, and confusion. Oh, is what that guy sounded like. Cheap scarf of swiftness. Like how it makes the swing noise. Am I swift now? Am I fast? Swiftness, you say? Neck accessory. Cast speed's a little bit faster, and only a little bit. I've watched Fast and the Furious Tokyo Drift 10 plus times, so I'm kind of an expert. I was talking about how now that Gracie and I have this trip lined up, we are... Oh, investigate skilled. There he is. We're trying to, like, find more opportunities to like, engage with Japanese stuff, whether it be reading more about the country, or reading more about its customs, or just like getting excited for the trip, and also watching more anime, which is always something I'm like trying to encourage, and I'm always the one like banging the drum for like, yes, I'm always down to watch more anime. There's like so many series that I've had recommended to me. I know it's a thing I always enjoy, and there's like a billion series out there I know I would enjoy. Just I don't always do the best job of like making time to watch it on my own. But watching it with Gracie is always fun. And at one point I joked where it's like, yeah, if we watch enough anime, we're gonna just learn Japanese. That's how that works, right? If you watch enough dubbed anime, or not dubbed anime, subbed anime, you just automatically learn the language. That's how it works, obviously, right? Of course. So if you watch Fast and the Furious Tokyo Drift 10 plus times, you're basically a native, just like Anthony said. More Fool's Gold. Lamp oil. And I'm assuming... Oh, no, that went into the thing here. It would be really nice to have it as a thing in our inventory, that is. With other garbage. Can I combine it with a potion? Oh, wait. How do you combine things? I don't want to put it into trash, obviously. Straw liquids. I mean, of course, we have scrap metal. So we made a whetstone. That's actually kind of cool. To increase its attack by 10. It's actually very useful. So we'll keep that for now, then. Increase its attack by 10. That would be not a bad idea. I want to use that on my old rusty axe, though. Since its durability has gone down quite a bit. My guy's getting pretty low on health, so I don't know if my guy's going to be lasting much longer, but a weapon that does that much more damage would be pretty nice. Our current attack is 3. Engaging with Japanese stuff, Alex. Aren't you married? Not that kind of engaging. Eventually you get to the point where you sort of start to understand it and kind of get it just innately. Yeah, once you've like studied language enough, whether it be Duolingo or taking classes, just the idea of like gaining that familiarity. I'm gonna go out on, I'm gonna venture a guess that I probably am not gonna find like a key to open that mystery chest. Be cool if I did acquire such a key, but I'm not gonna get my hopes up. That's cool. Cheap necklace of swiftness, more cast speed. I'll take it and equip it. Oh, except it takes over the that's the neck, or I guess shoulder. It's the neck accessory, yeah. So spell power and cast speed, it's pretty much no wonder. It's an obvious choice here. We still have scrap metal, by the way. So now we have 2 whetstones. So now I'm a little bit more inclined to use it on the old rusty axe. So I think I have to say use. No. Combine with a weapon. Oh, I'm wrong. So one of those. Yeah, here we go. Old rusty axe. Not this one. But this one. There we go. So we used it. Now we have an old rusty axe plus 1. It's an attack of 13 instead of 3. Enormous difference. I was secretly hoping we'd find the key for that red chest, but I think we would need some kind of lockpick thingy to get that shit. No, so I'm grabbing the oil whenever we find it. That's kind of cool. Yeah, there was that one, like, shiny thing that caught my eye. There was, like, a little shiny twinkly thing that caught my eye at one point, and I was like, ooh, is that, like, a thing I can interact with in some way? I think it was back this way? Wasn't this one? So I will grab the black putrid sludge, aka the lamp oil. So Oni's problem is, like, after a certain point of, like, gaining, like, honest to goodness familiarity with, it sounds like, Japanese language and maybe also the Japanese culture, watching anime is a little bit harder for you because it ruins cool sounding Japanese things. I've heard that, like, you start to learn how much of the Japanese language is, like, onomatopoeia and is, like, interesting puns for things. I've heard that especially with series like JoJo, for instance. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Years of Italian, spent a year in Italy. She dreamt in Italian. That's awesome. Dreaming in the other language is, like, legit a really good sign and super fucking impressive. Just moved to the States. I can speak Japanese. And she responded with gibberish. That's funny. It's like, I'm looking over there, like, how do I get that thing? I wish I had, like a fishing line or something I could toss. Can I just punch? Looks like I'm holding a rock. Is that exactly what I'm holding? It's like if I could just break the chest or something. Here, I've got, like, a crappy weapon. Actually, that one's weapon not bad. That's an attack of 7. This one's an attack of 2. Actually, knowing this, I should have used that plus 10 on this guy, knowing that it's an attack of 7. That's right, I thought it was like an attack of 5. I've been using I think a worse weapon for a minute then. That's silly of me. So I'm gonna use small rusty shitty axe. Like, if there's a way that I can deconstruct this thing, but I don't know if that's gonna be an option. It's bouncing off and clanging to kind of indicate, kind of imply that, yeah, it can't be broken. I want it, but I want it though. Yeah, I'm, like, trying to, like, squeeze over. Can't do it. Okay, that's fine. Back to this one. This is the much better one. There we go. So the next floor, which will be up this way. Like the clanking sound of our armor as we're schmoving. Oh, that's not it. Oh, scavenge chains. Wait. Nothing useful. I got excited. Getting excited, like, oh, maybe that's it. So maybe it's the green on the map then. It is the green. Can I scoop up the blood on the floor? Probably not. Any other secret passages? If I could find that key, if such a key exists, I'm guessing though you need to pick the lock. That was like the sign to wake up from the dream. Hard to sink into the material when your brain is trying to translate automatically. It's like you're trying to translate as you're watching. And like you're seeing the subtitles, but hearing the dubs, obviously. You're hearing the, or not the dubs, you're hearing the original voice acting. And of course you could watch dubbed, but most will tell you that dubbed is usually not as good. There are exceptions. I think the dub for Cowboy Bebop is really good. But I understand that generally... Oh, what? Generally it's encouraged to stick with the original if possible. This is a boss. It is a boss. I feel a little bit under... It's like spewing blood at me. I think I got a little bit of blood left, maybe? Or blood out of him? Underdressed for a boss battle like this. I'm surprised they're hitting me with one this early. Oh boy. Record destroyed. We did a little bit of damage. Game over. Let's return to title and make a new character. Harvested 55 souls, reached floor 4, grew to level 1, Wasn't I already level 1? Right, so now we kind of got a little idea of what to expect. Continue with this ascent mode. We got 55 souls. We can eventually unlock more modes, but emphasis on the word eventually just because that's just expensive. An immortal character, that's so fancy. Dubbed is fine usually. I think the idea is that there are very legit okay dubs that are out there. But yeah, I think people do complain more than they need to a lot of the times, where it's like, oh my god, you're watching a dubbed anime, it doesn't count. Terrible, garbage, throw it in the dumpster. It's like, chill. Like, sometimes it's fine. And also, some people just aren't a big fan of reading subtitles, and I get that. Whenever I'm watching a thing with subtitles that is in a non-English language, it does take me a bit sometimes to like get into that kind of natural groove where you're reading the subtitles but not staring at the bottom of the screen. I can still follow the action. It like takes a bit, so I understand that. Enjoy what you want to enjoy, right? Exactly. Like, I am not going to gatekeep it all, but I've very much observed people get goofy about that shit. Ghost Stories is a good dub. What's up, Iggle Wiggles? I've heard Ghost Stories is delightful. And of course, the lore behind it, where my understanding is that they're just kind of YOLOing, is just delightful. Just super, super fun. Yeah, straight up gatekeeping whenever someone is saying, you've gotta watch in the original Japanese. It's like, I understand the idea of like going for the, you know, the purist aspect of it. I can understand that. But like, trying to shit on somebody for liking what they like, that does get annoying like really quick. I think for a lot of the times, it's like a joke. Like, they don't actually mean to be gatekeepy, but sometimes it does come off that way. Yeah, just do whatever. It's one of those things where life's short. You know, life's too short to like kowtow to everybody's to like, oh, I've got to do it this way because the person said I had to. It's like, life's too short to get all hung up by that kind of shit. Alright, so I'm just gonna click random every time. However, I'm definitely down for name suggestions. If anybody has a name suggestion, I'm definitely down. Efic is a fine name, but if anybody has a suggestion, I'm definitely down. They're just a weeb who doesn't even enjoy a little bit of Japanese, which is extremely possible. Ass kebab. You got it. Everything else was randomized. We just fucking YOLO it. Or we could have gone young as possible, light and tall. And now we're in an extremely different area. Oh, probably each class has a different starting place. Eat the mushroom. Sure. It tasted funky. Oh, it reversed my controls for like a second. Drink from well. Sure. Maybe it restores a little bit of health. Drink mossy puddle. My guy's just fucking YOLOing, isn't he? Battleship Yamato is 50 years old now. But it was Star Blazers in the US. I've never heard of it before. It was disgusting, and we lost a little bit of health. Not surprised. I wonder if it's always going to be disgusting or if it can be nice sometimes. Is it always going to be gross? I'll try it one more time, but I bet it's always going to be gross. It's always going to be gross. All right. Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, shame on me. Fool me 3 times. All shame. Still shame forever. Ring the bell. You feel encouraged. Wow, it increased my max health. Can I ring it more? I can, but you only get the effect once. This is a very odd place. Yellow potion, which cures all ailments. There is... Oh, no, I do have a weapon, but I can't use it right now. Modern bronze axe. Very nice. Another one. Hello. I thought you had one leg for a second. I see you're wearing a pumpkin on your head. Or maybe her head is a pumpkin. Arcane. It's really good, though. Hella nostalgia. You're so fat. Excuse me. What do you think of magic? will never leave you. Okay, anyway. So I have 100 gold coins. I think the implication, so I am an excommunicate, so I think the implication is that I'm like sort of a battle mage. I have some melee and a decent bit of magic casting myself. I have magic guidance. Huh, but leave you and forever, and whoever witnessed it panicked. Interesting. Some kind of offensive spell wouldn't be the worst idea in the world, or a healing spell even. Heals and soothes the mind of all inside. That sounds kind of nice. Or explode a sigil that hurts all who come close. No idea what this one does. This costs nothing. Sacrifice half your current health to restore mana. That's a little bit tough. I'd go for the Lesser Sanctuary. That might be kind of nifty. Let's explore around a little bit before we commit to anything. The idea of starting in a town of some kind is kind of neat. Now, granted, this kind of has some, like, spooky, haunted vibes a little bit, which I'm not complaining about. Eat plant. Tasted bland, but it healed us a little bit. Eat pant. Tasted bland, but again, it healed us a little bit. Helps offset all this moss I keep drinking. Lamp oil, lamp oil, lamp oil. He also has a pumpkin head. I was hoping he would talk like Morshu. Empty bottles. I don't want to talk. You want some good advice? Stay out the tower. I don't do charity. I don't give discounts. And he says, no, stop. Want to be best friends? Just with a shot. Thank God. Thank God he's gone. That guy wouldn't stop trying to talk to me. It's like he was desperate for friends. Right, no more mossy puddles for me to drink. I learned my lesson after, what was it, 3 times? Eat flour. It tasted weird, but it did heal us. Can rest at the campfire. I don't actually know if it rests necessarily, but we can sit at the campfire. Sword stuff. Greetings. Like how the talking speed is illustrated by the speed with which the text appears. Rengar. Buy something, will ya? Cheap as they can be. Guess they get one of each. Lady in the Wooden Shack is scary. Alchemy Shop is weird. Worry about my father. My name is Rengar. So, we could get something that's fast and pretty darn good, for that matter. We have 100 gold to spend. Ooh, that's really strong. But it's beyond our means, unfortunately. I'm tempted to buy a shield. I think that the weapon we're wielding is one-handed. It is one-handed, yes. A shield would not be a bad idea. We have a vest. Yeah, some kind of thing to block. And of course, we do have dodge. Maybe I just gotta get good with dodging. But that, of course, requires, like, really learning the bad guys' attack patterns. But that might be within reason. It's kind of I just gotta get good, as we say. Hidden thingy back here. Ah, I thought it was cooking. I'm kind of grateful that there does not appear to be a stamina meter that punishes my wanting to sprint around right now. I did notice there was a yellow bar on my guy, on like the left of my guy in the previous round, with the previous character that is, as we were playing. But I think that wasn't like anything bad. I think that was our stamina, or our experience getting close to leveling up. Right now, my guy is level 1, so we didn't actually level last time. But we were like, he's slowly getting there. It's a little bit odd to me that we had to fight a boss so soon, but maybe that's just kind of how it goes. Once again, a mushroom. Here's the alchemy shop. Here's Pumpkin Lady. And she does not say much. She says absolutely nothing at all. Alright. Poison, cramp, root, paralysis, recovers your health. A health potion would not be the end of the world. Would not be the worst idea in the whole wide world. So I might buy a red potion, and I might buy Actually, how much can I sell stuff? I wonder if I should sell the yellow potion. Well, no, I should hang on to it. This is armor person. Whatever you need. Sturdy rotten pants. Sturdy rotten pants, my favorite. Let's investigate the tower, he says, but I can't do it. Where are you from? Are you bothered by the fact that I do not wear a pumpkin on my head? Listen, it's a long story. How are you? I'm alright. I'm scared. Your journey was peaceful. I was sent to investigate the tower. I can't do it. Alright, anyway. May fortune smile upon ye. Alright, so I think I will go ahead and go for this thing. Plus the sanctuary. Shazam. There he goes. The love of my life! I think we've pretty much seen all there is to see. I say it's time to head to the tower. I'm curious what this does. Sit down. Nothing. We sit down. And we gaze up at the fire. Stand back up. So again, very different entrance. Or intro now, which is kind of cool. Did I go into here? I think I did. This is yeah, that's very socially anxious apothecary lady. Let us enter. Floor 1, baby. No shield this time, so my only option is to try to dodge things correctly, timing-wise, and we'll see how well that's gonna go. I don't foresee this round lasting particularly long without a shield, but this will, like, force me to try to get the dodge nailed down. First, we do have some healing. There's a guy behind. Oh, shit. Just back up, yeah, when he's doing that. There we go. Sort of trying to kind of sort of get the hang of when to dodge. Everything sound stopped and drained my mind and body, so I wonder if there's something around here that causes mute. Which is to say, stops you from casting spells. Yeah, one of these guys. I keep trying to see if I can, like, duck mid-swing so I can hit this stuff from below. There we go. There we go. Back up. Back that thing up. Unless I can trick him into hitting that thing to explode. Because I would love to see if those things explode, and if they do, force the bad guy to get got by it. Seems like if you hit them while they're mid-swing, it will interrupt the animation. Oh, not always, though. Does it say how much it heals? Heals and soothes the mind of all inside it. When they say the mind, I assume that means also the body. I guess I didn't look that closely, or I didn't consider that closely. Sticky goo combined with other garbage to create something useful. I do not yet have any fool's gold or metal scrap, but eventually I'm sure I will. Sticky goo. Spanking open a barrel and getting sticky goo out of it was not on my bingo card. More rusty greaves, hell yes. Not sure what this is. It looks like it might be something significant, and yet no interactions. Looking for any false walls. Again, I can kind of see, like, oh, there's a window up here. Pardon me, excuse me. We got Todd in the house, by the way. What's up, Poobah? Who says he just bought this. That's awesome, man. I'm flattered that you enjoyed it enough. I did see it pop in on TikTok, by the way. I'm flattered you enjoyed it enough to pick it up yourself. To be honest, I never heard about this game until we can disarm with the lockpick. Until oh shit! Until I saw this come up as a game for which I could apply. Just try to get a review key. I was like, what the fuck is this? I kind of did some looking, did some sniffing around. Didn't really read any reviews. It was more just kind of looking at just how the game plays and whatnot. I was like, this is like bizarre. I would love to try this. So it was just kind of on a whim, but I'm liking it so far. It's tough, as a game like this usually should be, of course. So that's all for going out this way. I'll grab the oil. It'd be cool to maybe grab that one last little piece. There you go. And not get slapped by any more of that stuff. Let's go ahead and cast the Lesser Sanctuary now. And see what happens. So it healed quite a bit, actually. That's pretty good. That's quite a bit. That's really nice. So no, I'm enjoying it a lot, and like I said, I'm glad you were interested enough to buy it as well, Todd. That's a very flattering thing. I don't like necessarily have aspirations to influence. I don't mean to be like an influencer in the biblical definition of one, but I take that as like, it's like a nice thing if someone's like, oh yeah, this game looks cool. You made the game look cool. Oh, now granted, the game is indeed very cool. I don't think there's really much I can do to, like, play it up more. It's a pretty neat game. It's also big man. These big dudes are a little bit scurry. If I could like ring around his Rosie, if you catch my drift. No, probably not. Oh, he can ring around my Rosie. See how he hit me through that shit? Oof. 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 Health potion. Jesus. Getting that timing down is tricky. There we go. There's a double. When he's like right up close to you, there's like a double hit. So there's like a lunge, and then there's like the already in your space double hit. Good thing I had that health potion. That 20 gold purchase was worthwhile, but those big guys are scary. Nothing useful. Oh, here we go. Traps don't know friend or foe. Correct. Another orange potion. We have two of those things. An ominous message about traps, maybe. Yeah, watching on TikTok. I know, I did see your comment a little. I do appreciate that, bud. It's really sweet of you, bud. When he says, wish I could buy things. I'm guessing you're probably saving up for the big trip, as you leave in pretty soon. And the big trip, of course, it's not a cheap journey. I mean, the flights to Japan, for one thing, are expensive on their own. And, of course, lodging and food. I mean, it sounds like you've been saving up for this trip and setting money aside for quite some time. That's a big one for sure. So it cures some things. This cures all things. What about the ailment of being dead or being low health? Because I'm definitely at risk of suffering that ailment for sure. Excuse me. Been saving for about a year. I mean, again, I understand it is a thing that is worth saving up for and doing it right. A big trip, and it's a big trip that requires proper planning and proper being responsible. There's a skeleton to investigate somewhere. Where is the skeleton? Oh, is he there? Oh, that's a trap. Oh, that's a trap. Huh. Oh, that's a trap. You can barely see it. There's apparently a skeleton I mean, there's a pile here. So some kind of curse will prevent him from using his arms. There's apparently a skeleton. Where is there a skeleton? I investigated and I found 2 gold apparently. Maybe it was like behind a wall that I shouldn't have been able to reach through. Lure the bad guys into the trap, such as this one right here. And so it causes some kind of like curse or some kind of poison. Yeah, kite the bad guys into the trappies. Including that really big guy that kind of shit all over me a little bit earlier. Not a big fan of spending money, which is understandable too. I do try to save whenever I can. Ah, so sure enough, that's where keys can spawn. I wonder if there was a way to break that one chest that we saw earlier. That appeared to be getting in the way. I don't know, I couldn't find a way to get that thing to move or to get around it in some way. Maybe that's just how the cookie crumbles. Maybe like things can spawn in such a way that is not easily reachable. Oh, there's spike traps. That's what that is. 10 to save your money. Yeah, that's usually how I try to roll as well. Random key for opening a locked chest. I'm assuming that they're not floor dependent. We do have some fool's gold, by the way. Let's combine that sticky goo to make a philosopher's stone. Wow. Combined with a spell to decrease its mana cost. I mean, lesser sanctuary costing less would be pretty cool. Sweet. Costs a little bit less. Not too bad, not too bad. Yeah, putting the money away, and also like forcing yourself to spend it. Yeah, so it's not so that you can't afford things. It's like you're not really comfortable affording things right now. Luckily, those guys are just a 2-tap. They're very fast and very annoying. Fairly quick to dispatch. I wonder if we can eventually get friends, because they talk about healing all within the circle. I wonder if we can get some buddies. Some homies. I love the idea of getting party members. Your kitty cat? The kitty cat, I see it. Come up. Come up. No, she does not want to. She just decides to want to make noise. Next floor is that. Is that a way? There's a locked chest here. Bag of gold. 91 gold coins. Hell yeah. I wonder if I can go backwards to like spend this money back at the town, because there's stuff I would definitely love to have. Scrap metal. Open the chest and we get cotton pants, which I'm assuming is better than the rusty pants, although the rusty pants are metal. Defense 1.79. Yeah, I mean they're metal, the rusty ones, but the cotton pants are better. They're probably more comfortable for one thing. They're also heavier. Way better durability too. Cool. We'll take it. Excuse me. And from what I can tell, it looks like I can't go backwards. Oh, you can block, by the way. You can block with melee weapons. It probably isn't as effective, and it probably knocks down the durability pretty bad. But that is a option. Good to know. Again, the way to the next floor is up here. Can I get that chain there? No way to get the chain. Not easily, so far as I can tell. Another thing kind of spawning, sort of, not out of bounds, but outside of acceptable, reachable space. Blood on the walls. Dangling down as well. Good disarm, obviously. I'm just gonna assume that walking across the spikes in any capacity, any major capacity, will damage you, even if they're descending. And so yeah, I can't seem to like re-interact with the trapdoor or anything. So if there are indeed other other shops, that kind of thing, we'll have to find them in the dungeons. We can't go back to find them, unfortunately. Okay, let's continue. Probably reaching the point where a boss battle is in our future. In fact, it might be now. I don't really feel all that strong. Or scrap metal, but didn't find anything else. Bottle, of course, but yeah, I can't do much with it. Is it the same boss? It's this thing's durability, for that matter. It is 2,000 is pretty good. Same guy. Oh man, 1 HP. Alright, cool. So, when he hits you with that blood... apparently an enemy hit a wall 10 times. When he hits you with that blood spell, you get out of the way of that thing. You can't really block it, obviously. Maybe I should just, like, run behind... Because you can't really sprint back, nor can you, like, dodge back. Maybe if I just turn around and sprint and try to get out of the range. That might be the strat. Let's do random again. Now we're a green lizard fella. Does anybody have any name recommendations? We're 48 years old, 4'9", 209 pounds. We're another deserter, which is fine by me. I'm assuming Gravedig means, like, play a previous dude. Oh my god, 2 vitality, are you kidding me? I'm guessing Gravedig means, like, play as a previous build. Otherwise, the name Pa is fine. As a snake fella. I don't think the snake fella aspect has any bearing in the gameplay. I think it's just kind of a funny thing. A funny thing to make our guy look kind of silly. Shannon, do you want to sit down or you want to just, like, stand awkwardly on my one leg? Also, I'm kind of maybe not concerned, but confused why the very first time it threw us into a dungeon and now every time afterwards we're, like, in this town first. I'm encouraged. So now I have a little bit more HP, 5 more HP. We're gonna die real fast. Our guy is already over encumbered with my large bronze flail. 30 attack, wow. And a really good bulwark. So we are slow and armored and a glass cannon. How much gold do I have? Probably 100. I guess more armor is the best I could hope for, or what's my strength? My strength is 17, so we're... Man, my equipment weight. Maybe your vitality... Yeah, maybe your vitality has bearing on, like, how much you can carry. Usually I think of strength or endurance being the deciding factor for that. If I drink some putrid moss, will my guy just puke and just instantly fall over and die, I wonder? I think the best way to do it is to make my guy even bigger and slower, so we could get a helmet. Just curious, what do I have right now? We have a vest, 3.43, so it would be better. There was a way to max, like, something you could buy maybe to permanently increase health, or even temporarily increase health. I would do that. 3.5, that's not a huge upgrade. That is, I'm assuming Van Braces is like armor, hand armor. So we have nothing of the sort right now. So I'll grab that. Oh, we do have something apparently. All these things, but that is a pretty good increase from 3.2 to 5.4. Cannot run or dodge. Oh, that's scary. I do not have a helmet. Defensive 0.94. That's kind of cruddy. And then I have 12 gold. I could actually, can you sell this? I don't think you can sell stuff, unfortunately. What's up, Silverant? Love this kind of stuff. Yeah, I'm a fan of the old school stuff as well. And of course, not just the graphics, but also just the presentation is, or not the presentation, the experience. You know, the way the game plays is very, very old school. Very slow, very deliberate, very Kingsfieldy. Like very, very old From Software kind of vibes. We have a flail. I like how when we swing the flail, it's just a solid object, as opposed to like the, you know, seeing the spike ball rattle around. We cannot dodge, but we do have the block with the shield. Pretty good one, too. It says staggers. Stagger on parry. And I'm assuming when you say parry, you mean block. We 2-tap him because our guy is very strong. But we are the glassiest of glass cannons. Blocking and dodging spells is futile. Correct, yeah, we saw that last time with that blood spell that the boss throws at you. And maybe try to, like, sprint out of the way. But that's the best we can think of. Keep exploring because there might be more here. Heard something. These little fellers. 1-tap his ass, there you go. Because again, our weapon is very strong. 30 damage is pretty darn sweet, if you ask me. I wonder if there's like a maximum capacity for lamp oil. Right now it's 11.20. We haven't used very much of the lamp oil. There's like the temptation to like leave the lamp oil and then grab later, like more of it later on. 12 minutes though, yeah. So it seems like there's really no reason to not just grab it. Seems like there's no like maximum amount you can carry. I should just grab it all the time, pretty much. And use the lamp sparingly if possible. What's this? Ooh. Reroll? Sure, my health is garbage. My health is much better. We got an achievement for rolling a die. My strength is terrible now, but my vitality is amazing. My agility is so fast. How quickly we dodge. It's almost like unnervingly fast. We're not going to do as much damage. We can carry a lot more, though. Wow. Yeah, equipment load is way, way more generous. We're not going to do as much damage. We're much less of a cannon, but we are also made of a much hardier, like, material than glass. So there was a thing that paralyzes. Dare I drink from the well? Nothing bad happened. Maybe it cured something. Maybe it healed. Hard to say. Nothing else to speak of here. I'm looking for secret walls that fade away at all. Anything along those lines. Be cool to make like some kind of low poly first person dungeon exploring game, that kind of thing. The good news is when it comes to like learning like software development and game making and coding is that you've probably heard this before, there's like a lot of like decent ways to learn either to learn how to code or like to learn how to write software without spending any money. Like, you know, back in the day you had to like go to college and you get like a big old degree program to learn like, you know, like a computer science degree, and that is very useful, especially if you want to go into that professionally. But the good news is like just the free resources to learn the basics are they're definitely out there, and it's a lot easier now to learn than it used to be. You know, the tools are very good now. There's like really good classes, there's online courses, there's like, you know, videos that you can find where either you can get it for free or at least heavily discounted, or you can like get like maybe the first like 1 to 2 courses, 1 to 2 sessions of a course is like free, you know, get like a free taste before you have to like spend money, which is nice. Or the other thing is that there's game making tools that don't require software knowledge. Things like Game Maker, and to an extent, I think, even Unity, and maybe Unreal Engine. I'm not as familiar with Unreal Engine, but certainly for some of those tools, you can, like, do a lot of cool shit without, like, having to get into the weeds of writing software or, like, writing the code. So, like, if you have ideas, you know, you can get a lot farther than you think you might otherwise. It just takes time, though. It takes time, and, at least to an extent, discipline to stick to it, because of course, like anything, like any trade, it you know, it takes some time to kind of get the swing of things. Oops. Guys are so fast. Did we become taller suddenly? We became taller. I think we might also be a baller. Looking to see if there's anything. Oh yeah, our name is different. I think it re-rolled everything, except it kept our class the same, I think, and our equipment. Move my body after, so something else paralyzed them. There's another game called Motra. Mortra? Is it on Steam? M-O-H-R-T-A. Oh, this one. Yes, I do recognize that one. Yeah. Did a quick search. Yeah, I recognize that one vaguely. We're so tall we can almost reach these windows, by the way. No, I do enjoy the low poly stuff. I do enjoy, like, the stuff that is very clearly just at least visually alluding to the, you know, like the PS1 era. There was those demo discs I love to play. The indie game demo discs, like they called them the haunted demo discs. Where it's not actually a demo disc, but it's something that's kind of reminiscent of like PS1 era packs of demos that were sometimes included with like PlayStation Magazine, that kind of thing. The haunted indie game demo discs are always like a really fun collection. In fact, there's a few that I started to go back and play through. So I played through the first couple years, but I didn't play last year's, and certainly there's probably one this year for that matter as well. Some sturdy rotten pants, I'll take them, but oh, I guess I didn't have Greaves. Oh, I really should have bought something, because there were some really good ones. Yeah, because I misunderstood. I thought that the Greaves that we saw were on this slot, but that's fan braces. There we go. Cotton vest, and of course we got the large boys. Pretty good stuff. So yeah, I really enjoyed those. It's never a shortage. Never a shortage of like really interesting indie games out there. When it comes to AAA games and like, you know, games that are made by big companies, some of it can be hit or miss. It lowered my mana? It's lowering my mana. Oh, I don't like that. So sometimes drinking from a well can be risky. It's continuing to lower my mana. Okay, there we go. It finally wore off. So drinking from a mysterious well can lead to not good circumstances. Not shall be surprised. Sometimes it's fine, sometimes it's not so fine. I always enjoy perusing itch.io and seeing what kind of weird stuff I can dredge up. There's a number of creators that I follow on itch.io, and I'll get notifications whenever they either update something or release something new. That's always enjoyable. But yeah, just kind of perusing, you know, typing in like a category or a keyword and just seeing what we can find. Wild West out there, man. It's wonderful. I don't have any lockpicks, unfortunately. That won't have to do it for this floor, I think. Unless there was anything else. No, I think that was it. No hidden wall thingies that were obvious, at least. I might do a quick looky-loo. Just make sure I didn't miss something obvious. It does happen sometimes. If we don't want to drink from the well again, I'm sure drinking it once tells you exactly what to expect. It won't be like, oh, it's something different. It's something nice this time. It will probably always be either the good thing or the not so good thing. Alright, there's the kick option. I never kick. Really ought to. Worked on a small shoot-'em-up game. That's pretty cool. So you've done some game development then, Silver, that's really neat. You enjoy following the indie stuff? Yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff in the sphere of indie game devs. Pretty neat stuffs. Yes, so fast. Wait, 3 tapped in because our guy is so powerful. Even with a not great strength score, we're still like very, very capable. Pretty darn sweet. He broke a barrel. I was gonna say, did he break a table? I don't think that those are breakable. Some dirty rags. So we have fool's gold, dirty rags. Makes a bag of gold. Hey, we'll take it. We'll take it. Cool. So we have 115 gold on our person. If we can find a shop, we'll be in real good shape. And also, we are a little bit more than halfway through leveling up, which is pretty exciting too. Hearing the swoosh, and I think it's like a bad guy trying to attack me. lost a lot of those skills that you gained. You might be surprised, honestly. You might be surprised. You'll sometimes surprise yourself when like you get back into the swing of things and you'll be like, oh, this is familiar. Of course, it does take time to foster those skills, and it takes time to like build them back up. And with the atrophy, you can definitely feel it. But like sometimes getting back on that bike and kind of like relearning the ropes can be quicker the second time around, and you might surprise yourself with what you remember, what you kind of start to piece together. But in a general sense, though, I can definitely understand the idea of being like, oh yeah, I'm like out of the loop and it's weird. Here's if I could like kick the table at all. Gonna be a nice, responsible boy. I cannot pick up the arrows, unfortunately. Not that it would really do me much good. I could just 2-tap him, but 3-tapping is acceptable as well. Means those guys are decently hardy because I think we were able to 3-tap the big guy. Maybe it was a 4-tap. An achievement for interacting with 100 things in the environment. A mild misspelling, but that's okay. Minor spelling error. I win. Is not how the real world works, unfortunately. Time I see this on the ground, I think like, ooh, is that a thing I can like interact with in some way? Not from what I can tell. Secret message. Make sure I don't overextend. A shield, a new shield, a rusty shield with slightly more stagger, but significantly less durability. So that's gonna have to be a backup, unfortunately. This is a little bit scary, but we can get around it. I mean, I can probably get around it, even though I did get got by one of these earlier. Definitely got slapped by one of those things earlier. It's embarrassing. Wrong lever. He's already poisoned. Or maybe they're always like that, but yeah, the fact that he's like green and glowing makes me think that he's special. Oh, I think my guy leveled up. My guy did level up. Hell yeah. So now I get to increase something. So that means that's attack power. And maximum carrying weight. So it's odd that my max carrying weight... Oh, carrying versus equipment weight. Vitality is equipment. Strength is what you can carry in your inventory. And attack swinging speed. I should probably go for this guy. More strength would be a good idea since my guy is... Well, he has no spells to speak of right now, obviously. Okay. So now we're back at the beginning, from what I can tell. Yeah. Yeah. Ah, yeah. So now... all that's left is to get to the next floor, and I'm pretty sure that is going to mean boss battle time, probably. Just a little scurry. I mean, maybe like... I mean, we've got like a pretty good weapon. We've got a really good weapon. I think the best I've ever found in this game. We got pretty good defense, and our guy's pretty fast. So maybe if I just damage the fuck out of the guy, we do have... Never mind. I was going to say, do I have a healing potion? No, I do not. It's still a little scary, but we'll try it. Oh, but first... Oh, here we go. I can do this. Get me a whetstone to make my weapon even more gooder. Now it's a +1. So now it's 40 damage per swing. Hell yeah. So that's gonna help for sure. Hold on, can I do... bag of gold? And fool's gold, does that do something cool? No, it does not. Okay. I look like a bowl of spaghetti. It means she wants to slurp you up, Meerkat. With her mouth. She wants to slurp your noodle. That's what that means. She's gonna Lady in the Tramp your ass. But specifically, her mouth is one of them, and you is the other. Nailed it. Fucking nailed that sentence, Alex. You talk so good. Like, your entire body is the other noodle. Just... Anyway. We're gonna fight this guy, and it's gonna go great. It's gonna go great. I was gonna say, I'm not even hitting him. I'm just wailing. Ouch. But I did kill him. I just fucking went in there. Just slapped away. He dropped some poop. he really just dropped some poop. Yeah, he really just dropped like a turd. That was weird. The game like alt-tabbed. He dropped like a yellow turd. And my guy is healthy again. So I guess you level, or you heal when you level. I don't know if, like, what's the strat for that guy? Because when he does that spell... Actually, if I was, like, being smart, what I probably should have done was I should have, like, gone like this. I should have, like, tried to get out of the field. Out of, like, the field of damage. When he does that, like, blood spray spell. So if I was right here and he does that, I should have gone, like, try to get the fuck out. Or maybe get distance, because it's definitely a limited distance thing. And also, like, you know, block the melee attacks, that kind of shit. I slapped his nuts around like it's Miami 94 all over again. Yo, if I'm known for one thing, I want to be known for being a really good nut slapper. By the way, we got another level. I would say probably more strength. Intelligence can suck an entire butt. Vitality wouldn't be the worst idea, but we're going to say more strength. Let's get it up to 10, then we'll start pumping into a vitality. Agility's looking great. 22 agility, holy cannoli. We're already looking real good. You look like Parmesan cheese. You are on top. You look like Parmesan cheese. I once observed a conversation between two women. And one of the women accused the other. It was a adversarial conversation. It was not a pleasant conversation. It was like through electronic means, you know, it was like a comment section. And one of them was like, "Hey, yo, in your profile picture, you look like you're built like a Prius." And that always stuck with me because I don't really know what that means. There was nothing about this person that was like, you know, abnormal in any way. But telling somebody you look like a Prius is such an odd thing. That just stuck with me as being like, what? How? What does it mean? Does that mean you have like, you're fuel efficient? I mean, I guess like the Prius shape, it has like a kind of a taller top, but it's not like wide or short or like, it's just a fucking sedan. Like what? What? I don't know. It's funny what kinds of things people say and how they stick with you. It's just bizarre how that works out sometimes. It's just the way it is. It's just the way it is, Alex. It doesn't require any further consideration. Apparently she looked like a Prius. I mean, she looked like a human to me. I like stopped my scrolling. I was like, what? And I like clicked the picture. I was like, she just some chick. Not overly tall, not overly short, skinny, like nothing, just like an average person. Girls built like a Prius. Like, excuse me? Maybe the person accusing the other of being Prius-esque has never actually seen one. And only has, like, can only assume based on how others have described it to her. Maybe she was the one that was confused. But in that situation, I was the one that was left confused. Also, speaking of being left confused, there's already a corpse here. Something done did kilt something. Which makes me think there might be what do you call it? A trap about. I'm looking for trappies. Not trapeze, but trappies. Also, I saw the skeleton. I was thinking it was a bad guy, but nope, it was just a dude. Skeleton that is lootable. A municipal vehicle that they use to salt highways. The way you be spewing salty fluids. Just fucking ass spraying clear salty substances everywhere you go, like constantly. Full blast. No hesitation, no discrimination. Like everyone gets it. Everyone gets fucking blasted in the face with this stuff. Not like a snowplow, but can accept can accept one trucks. One trucks. Just a single. Why is everything already dead? It's weird. I'm a little bit alarmed. A little bit alarmed. And the way you throw assault rocks at cars. A valid skill. Everything is dead and I'm concerned. I am indeed level 3, which is pretty cool. I keep using this magic forever, he says. More vambraces. These I think might be a little bit better. I lied. The ones we have are way better. It be nice to be able to sell stuff at some point. Oh. That's a little scary. Is that why everyone's dead? Are you why everyone is dead? 9 attack, but it's very fast. Empowering Cup of Lethargy grants experience and restores health, but decreases agility. I do have a lot of agility to spare. Can I see what agility does? A for agility? I was hoping it would say like... Oh, I see. Yeah, it's like it like scrolls around. I know what it's like movement speed. Oh, I see. Movement speed and spellcast speed. And attack windup speed. So that would explain why I'm gonna do this now, but and the attack windup still takes a minute. I might go for that. It's actually not, it's a tempting offer. What else we got? Common Buckle of Endurance. 40 max HP. Wow. Lamp Oil, of course, the classic. Greater Sanctuary. We have 100 mana. And it costs 30, which is not bad. We have 120 gold. Oh, and also 221 gold here as well. Quite a lot. Body resistance, I guess. My body! Tell me here. How much, this thing that I have, endurance or durability, 400, not the best. This thing is getting pretty worn down. It'd be nice if I could get some kind of way to repair it, maybe. Heavy iron. Fleeces? I'm assuming that's leg armor. Or maybe it's arm armor. I'm gonna say coices. Coices, that's what you say when you're a bad guy and you get fucking bamboozled. You get that's when you get foiled by the superhero and you go coices, foiled again. Anyway. Can I talk to you? You do not wish to talk. I could probably try fighting you, but that would be a not good idea. So this one's tempting. If I were to get any weapon as a backup, it would be this one. What's the durability? It doesn't actually say the durability, which... Oh, there we go, 543. Which is not much better than mine. Oh, there's chains and skeletons I can investigate and scavenge. Got a single gold coin from that one guy. 12. So 12. That's a pretty significant increase. At 40 HP is pretty dope too. That's really good. And only 50 HP. That's probably like a... Definitely gotta get that one. Waste accessory. I don't want to put it to waste. Doesn't, of course, heal it, but that's kind of fair. I get that. Can I sell things to you? Can I say, like, hey, girl, can I do, like, it's not trash. I don't want to throw it away, but can I say, like, hey, do you want this? Oh, maybe if I put it here. Say, like, yeah. That just puts it on. And maybe you can't sell things. So it's not trash. It just destroys it, yeah. Okay, so yeah, so there's no way to get, like, anything else. And lamp oil. Assuming the gold dust will be slurped up as well. This one is really tempting. I think I will get that one. It is indeed eating into the gold dust. We have 142 gold effectively left. It's a really good full heal. I could not afford this. I would have to sell something. I don't think you can sell things in this game. This wouldn't be a bad idea as a backup. Body resistance, I guess. A healing spell wouldn't be the worst idea ever. would get both of these if I could. A backup weapon would not be the worst idea. Just because there's no guarantee we're going to find another backup weapon anytime soon. We have one guaranteed heal. It's a full heal at that as well. Let's go with the assumption that, yeah, we'll be able to find some kind of backup weapon before this thing kicks the bucket. Not enough gold. So bought a lot of nice stuff. It'd be really cool if I could sell things. But we did pretty good. It's odd that all the bad guys are dead in this level. I'm gonna assume that's because that dude is like death. And maybe that's his whole thing. Maybe like when he appears on the floor, all the bad guys around you are dead. And that's just how it is. And that's like his special treat. That he does presumably for free. It's a little party trick. On to the next floor. Oh, I think we're on a time limit. That is what I'm guessing. Like maybe the sand is like slowly raising up. Not sure what he was going to do, but he was going to do something. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe the floor isn't raising up, but I'm like, I see the sand falling and I go, ooh, I don't like this. I don't trust like that. Smack into the wall. That was basically a one tap, I think. He died and created sand. I think I just kind of like vibe in the back. My freaking flail broke already. Well, I gambled. Oh, and I'm cramped. That cure my crampage? Eat plant. There we go. It's a temporary deal. Just drink from urn. Oh. You know that does pause the action. Range is huge. Oh, big like lunge. We did kill him. Man, that durability went down real fast. It's a shame because that spear probably would have broken about as quickly, even if I would have bought it. There's something about drinking from an urn. Drink from urn. It was repugnant. Blinded me for like a few seconds. So, oh, maybe I should have kicked the urn or kicked this guy. What are you doing? I'm scared. Oh, it reverses your controls. It like reverses your controls, but not consistently. It switched all my buttons around. Actually, yeah, let's go and use it now. Yes, I can. Oh, did I level up? I did level up. Let's continue leveling strength because I'm melee only for a bit, or either melee or like wielding a rock only for a bit. Eat plant. Actually, no, don't eat plant because the plant can heal sometimes. And I think I was also wrong. I don't think there's risk of like the sand filling up. I think we're fine. I don't think the world is gonna like enclose us or anything. I was thinking maybe we were in like an intrinsic time limit kind of deal. It's a ranged thing, I see. Oh, I think he's healing himself. Ouch. I think it's because I hit the wall a couple times. I think that's why the durability went down so bad. Like when I was trying to hit one of those dudes, I hit the wall a few times and it made myself real sad. Oh, that's a fireball. Some of my armor just broke, and I'm sad about that. Oh. Don't stand too close to that. That'll get you got. Drink from urn. repugnant. Looks like it just temporarily blinds you and that's it. So it's not the worst thing in the world. Can't pick up the arrows. Not that it would do me any good. I have no means to launch them anyway. Weapon. Another green potion that's kind of like a weapon. It cures a lot of things, but it does not cure the cramp that those bad guys give you, which is a shame. So that was the fancy armor. That one will not last long either, in all fairness. Also, that armor broke. We're adding more stuff to the goods. As far as like backup gear. Our bulwark is actually holding pretty strong, which is pretty good. And when something breaks, it doesn't like break in such a way where you can like, oh, no problem, I just get it repaired when I find a repair hammer. When it breaks, it's gone forever. Also, I think I might need to find a key. Because I think that locked door is the only thing that will lead us out. Is there, like, something I'm supposed to kick? Kick it. What is it? Probably referring to the bad guys. Oh, I never did go this way. Oh, here's the exit. Okay. I'm full of shit. It was not a secret door that was mysterious. There was a way to, like, if there was like a shield bash maneuver. Also, not nearly as much extra oil lying around here. But it's a little bit more brighter in this area anyway. Not open all the doors. Eat pant. Tasted bland. The pants tasted bland. Heals. Ouch. It seems like they have a risk of shooting the fireball thing when they're nearing death. So if he's doing something mysterious after hitting him a whole bunch, that's when it's time to like get the fuck out of dodge, because that might be he's like about to self-destruct. Got him on the ropes. Oof. Drink from urn. I keep thinking maybe it's gonna be different this time. It keeps not being different. It always blinds. Nothing useful. We do, of course, have the healing spell if things get desperate. Let's be honest. When things get desperate, not if. I'm one of those guys. Oh, that's that spell. Don't like that. Oh! I'm cramped. Means no primary or secondary actions, so no blocking or attacking. Very temporary, thankfully. An achievement for interrupting 50 attacks. I'm such a gamer. Yeah, there's no blocking that. I always put the shield up. As if it's gonna do a gosh darn hecking thing. Get distance. Gotta dodge. Best you can do. Where I can like angle myself up pretty generously and kick almost at a 90-degree angle is pretty impressive. Oh crap, give me one sec. I gotta grab one thing. There we go. All set. Nothing used from the cloths. Yeah, so not nearly as much oil lying around, and generally not quite as generous of like resources around. Now that being said, we did find a really darn good shield. So this one, obviously, no need to worry so much about that. I mean, I guess it's something to use quickly if need be. We'll continue using the large bronze bulwark, but finding a large bronze bulwark, it's pretty much what we have, but not quite as good of a stagger, but quite a bit lighter. And of course, it's full durability, so quite good there. So the chest drops are quite good. And we're doing all right, all things considered, with our which is, you know, going melee only for the time being, just because our strength is pretty good, and we have a really good way of healing. I don't know how many times I can use the Empowering Cup of Lethargy. We have a lot of agility to burn through, so, I mean, we're doing alright. Health potion. So, lots of things for sustainability. It'd be really cool if we could have maybe, like, a damaging spell or something. Eventually, we're gonna have to fight a boss, and fighting a boss melee only does not sound very fun. Especially given that the boss we've seen already have been not the nicest or easiest. Can I kick it? Coverage cloth, nothing useful. Drink from the urn. It's repugnant. No surprise there. We got 5 gold coins. Grab this. Sorry. Oh, come on. There we go. Okay. Now, it is kind of nice not having to worry quite as much about weapon durability right now, because again, I have no weapon. A weapon durability is it's either like a gray fist, or it's just a rock that's just lying on the ground. There's a passage this way, but I think it's locked. Oh no, it's not. I'm just full of shit. Eat plant. Weapon. That's about a sack of gold that contains 64 gold coins. I'm gonna say no. Next floor, eat plant. It tasted bland, but I mean, it gets the job done. We're on floor 7, so the next floor might be a boss battle, which is scary. I have no lockpicks, unfortunately. I kick the door down. Won't budge. No dice. See, I'm surprised. So many chests, but all just bags of gold or various potions. I don't know, we have a lot of healing abilities. Maybe it'll be enough. Maybe we could just kind of power through. Anything else I haven't tried, I haven't thought of yet? Let's just jump in and see what we're dealing with. Only way to go is up. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's not a boss battle yet. Ouch. Unfortunate trap placement. You can like kick them into traps if you're really special. Of course I'm special. Interrupting them while they're trying to cast a spell is very satisfying. Now, of course, they can interrupt me just as well when I'm trying to cast spells. The shoes on the other foot, it's not quite as exciting. Scrap is never salvageable. Gosh darn it. Maybe it's because my intelligence is not the best. Heals himself. Even though I assume he was already healed. And I was wrong about the fireball thing. I thought that meant he was, like, nearing death. So when he's doing that, you should just, like, stay on his ass and say, no, no, no. Whatever you're about to do, that's illegal. Illegal gamer move. I'm issuing you a citation. The question is how... Oh, here we go. An actual weapon. An honest-to-goodness weapon. It's not the bestest, but it's better than nothing. It's a question of how close to the sun do I fly before I use one of my heals. This is not the most durability, by the way. 393, that'll go real fast. Real fast, so I think I have to save that for the boss battle. The inevitable boss battle, unfortunately. Unless I could find another weapon. Find something else. I had not appreciated nor respected how quickly durability goes in this game, and so far as I can tell, there's yet to be a way to, Oh, right. Does not appear to be a way yet to repair things. At least not that I found. Trying to see if I can break things. What if I hold it right here? There we go. Because sometimes there'll be stuff in those barrels, I think. Certainly the boxes. Did my pants break? Oh, my pants did break. God damn it. Sad about that. That's okay. Everything else, really everything except for my shield and my cotton vest and my armor, if you will. Drink from urn. Repugnant as always. But I'll always try. Can say a lot about my character's maybe ill-advised attempts at drinking the forbidden urn juice, but it's ever hopeful. Maybe this time it'll be different, he thinks to himself, as he drinks yet another urn, like the 7th one yet, and is surprised Pikachu face when it tastes like repugnant garbage. Alright. It's the only place I've yet to explore. Found a key, by the way. And here's the chest that it opens. I'm a necklace of magic. I'll equip it. Neck accessory. Spell power. Which is great for all the spells I'm casting. Speaking of which, let's go ahead and cast this now, actually. It is Q. Because if nothing else, that's a safe bet. It's really good. That's really darn good. It's gonna be hard to use that in the thick of battle, obviously, but still, not half bad. At a lockpick, we could disarm it. That was wrong. There was also this area. And maybe explore. Bland. Wasted bland. All according to plan. Here's this guy. Drink urn. It was repugnant, but it actually restored mana this time. And he offers a large bronze javelins. What's the catch? Drink from urn. Restores mana. So drinking from urns restores mana in this particular case. Why are you just offering this to me, bro? You have to forgive me for being a little bit we'll just say trepidatious. A little bit hesitant to just accept such a thing. 1 HP. Well, the good news is this. We got a level out of it too. Now I could raise up the agility to kind of to offset that, or we do vitality. So we have 2 melee weapons now, 393 and 2,272, or 2,727 rather. So that's pretty darn good. The attack is not quite as good, although it's better than this guy. Not bad, though. I mean, not bad in general. The rapier is faster, of course. It has an honest-to-goodness arc, whereas the spear is more of a stabbo. Is there a mention of speed? Oh, it's a throwing weapon. How many do I have, I wonder? Arched throwing weapon. Huh. I wonder how many of them I have. Because the rapier, pretty obvious here. This guy. You pick it back up? No. As far as I can tell. Interesting. So 1 range, 1 melee. Good to know. These structures make me nervous and make me think I should be, like, trying to interact with them in some way. Yes, another offer. Do I just do the same thing? And just use this, from what I can tell, infinite use thingy to get my health back at the expense of agility? I mean, resources, like weapons, we now truly understand, like, how that is a very valuable and limited thing in this game. Another heavy flail. That is even better than the one we started with. Wow. Earlier we were really struggling, and now it is raining weapons. Hallelujah. Either something scary is about to happen, like we're about to fight a really scary boss, or the game is feeling sorry for us that we were weaponless for so long and is making sure we will eat real good. Eating real good in the neighborhood. Either way, I'll gladly accept it. I'm gonna go in, now that we know that, again, weapon durability is a very valid, very valuable resource in this game. I can break these things safely and cheaply, I will do so. And there is maybe a thing this way that I missed. Open passage. Reason being that it does kind of show up on the map. Kind of, sort of. Fill empty bottle. Yes. Does it tell me what the empty bottle is? Probably orange potion. Which would heal cramp. Javelins, we got a short sword, which has really good durability as well, and really good attack power. Yeah, I should use the rapier first then. Given it's not great. Given it's like decent, but relatively not great attack power. Take that off for now, and put that on the hotbar. Specifically, that guy. That's cool. That's a nice feature where if you can like pull fluids from the well, that's where it actually will tell you. That's when you have the opportunity then to put stuff in into an empty bottle, which is really useful. So still fairly limited, but still it's a nice feature. Alright, next floor. We're feeling a lot better with our weapon situation, that's for sure. And then, let's see, I think this is a boss battle time. So it's a good thing I kind of reorganized stuff a little bit. We'll assume I want to go in for melee. When it's time to go in for melee, we'll have the heavy bronze flail for sure. Probably switch those around. But I might approach with a javelin. So approach with a javelin, see how that goes. Maybe I can even like get that first hit. He's summoning friends. Oh shit. I'll be like dodging. 6. Nope. Kill those guys quickly. I did damage somebody at one point. Oh, is it just survival? He's lost health. Oh god, something just stuck me. Can't move. Oh, they froze me, that's what it was. Hurting himself. Yeah, maybe that's the strat. I mean, let's try to go for melee. Being slowed. Okay, so no, you can't hit. It was right because range didn't seem to be doing anything. Hot invest broke. For big slowed. I can't remember. Oh, I guess I can do this right now. I guess that's fine. Strength, I suppose. I don't know if that's root. It might be root. Let's find out. Unclear. Embrace is done, did broke. Goodness, this guy's almost dead. He's out. So it did kill him. That guy's dead as well. It's definitely a little scary. That guy was a tough fella. We can get 3 strength. The power of cannibalism. Receive gold. Strength does sound cool, but the power of cannibalism. I guess eat dead bodies to like regain health, maybe? 3 strength is 3 strength, but cannibalism? That sounds fucking wild. Oh, maybe it's like you slowly just regain health naturally? We got a couple hit points back. Interesting. Okay. Well, that was awesome, and man, I feel a little bad. This is like our 4th run and ever, and we're just kind of cruising. Well, I shouldn't say cruising along, but the game has been very generous to us with these weapon drops. Granted, I did lose all of my armor, as that guy did beat up on me pretty dang confidently. We have a decent bit of vitality, and man, oh man, this empowering cup has really been treated. Good day to wake up at 3 a.m. By the way, that is the developer for this game. You might please forgive me if I mispronounce your name, but Ethereum, hope you're doing well. Thank you for joining in, and thank you for making a really cool fucking game. This game is really cool. It's tough, which I'm sure you've heard a billion times over, but I'm enjoying it quite a bit. This having this grants you cannibalism. Yeah, I'm enjoying this. You might have heard me say this is our 4th run ever, and we're doing pretty well. We just killed the 2nd boss, which I'm sure you're very well aware of, and we just kind of randoed into quite a decent starting build. Had a really good starting weapon, and we found this thing because what was it? I think we randoed into having like a starting strength of like 6, but a really good weapon and a starting agility of 22. And we've been using this guy to like kind of feed a decent number of heals when things get desperate. We of course do have a health potion as well. So yeah, we just fought the big stone fella. I was having a hard time hitting him with the javelins, but once we closed the distance with that heavy bronze flail, it was curtains for that motherfucker. He was out of there. So we'll probably continue then with these guys. I'll keep that shield on the down low as need be. We just gained the power of cannibalism. Not exactly sure what that entails. It seemed like I was maybe getting a few HP just back naturally. I'm guessing maybe if I like find a dead body, maybe I can eat it to get the juice, to get the HP back. Oh, there it is. There's my answer. Yeah, if I just like walk over a dead body. Yeah. You can see we're like eating the corpse. It's probably more pronounced when it's blood piles. But in this level, the blood is sand. That explains why I seem to like randomly get health back. It's because there's dead bodies here we can slurp up. We drink their milkshake. This game is really freaking cool here. I really am digging this. I'm a big fan of these kind of more slower paced, more kind of like Kingsfield inspired games. I mean, I'm a fake gamer. I've never actually played Kingsfield, but I've played games inspired by it, and this is a delightful vibe. I'm really enjoying it. Eat all the dead bodies, just because we might as well. We're about to leave. There are starving people in other countries that could feed off of these dead bodies. We got to make sure we're not letting them go to waste. We want to be respectful. Make sure the dead bodies, these bad guys died. Let's not let them their death be for naught. The 3 strength was tempting, but I was like, yeah, we got to go for the goods. And by the goods, I mean something weird like cannibalism. Who knows what it could entail. Glad we went for it though. Drinking dungeon urns and eating corpses. Yeah, I've drank every urn I could find. We've drank from every well, sometimes to our benefit, sometimes not to our benefit. What's up, Johnson? How would I rate this as a spooky game? It's not like a stereotypical spooky game necessarily. There are times where like things get scary, and another instance where everybody's dead already. Maybe that's like my treat for killing the boss. Maybe when the boss dies, the next floor is like guaranteed to have the bad guys dead. Wouldn't expect that, but yeah, maybe that's why. Cause yeah, that happened in the previous floor, or rather not the previous floor, but the first time when we fought a boss and won. The next floor, the bad guys were dead for us. Did find a key. A new weapon, by the way. Bronze hammer, 33 attack. It is two-handed. Our first two-handed weapon. That's exciting. But no, like this game is one of those games where... That probably is destroying your mana, so I probably shouldn't drink that. It's one of those games where it's like scary when you're not sure what awaits. Feel encouraged. And I see my health went up, I think. My max health went up. Yeah. It's scary when there's like when you're not sure what awaits. You know, the fear of the unknown, what's around the corner, what's in the next room. Your resources might be running low. There's a scary bad guy you've never seen before. Maybe you have seen him before and you kind of have an idea how to handle him, but you're not sure of what weapon to use maybe, so you have to kind of like hope for the best. Make a conscious decision, a measured decision to try to like take on the bad guy in a way that seems reasonable. Also, apparently I drank something unknowingly just now. And we got some armor. Armor, if you will. Oh, I'm wrong. It's leg armor. Okay. Oh, it even says leg armor. Yeah. So I guess I've never heard that term. Cuisses. If I'm pronouncing it. This looks like a red cloud nose. Like maybe I'd put that somewhere. But I think just having it in our inventory, like it says, it grants you cannibalism just by virtue of you having it. So yeah, it's a very like classic dungeon crawler and dungeon explorer. Give weapon. I mean, yeah, I would say if I were to give him anything, I would part with the rapier as being my lowest attack weapon. The javelins are pretty cool, especially as a ranged weapon. Also, like, very low durability. 393, it is not long for this world. That bronze hammer has a bunch. So I would say, yeah, you can have this. Sinks down. And he provides hatchets that we can probably throw. Amazing durability. Alright. It was an exchange that benefited me greatly because I got a much better item out of the deal. Cannot follow him. So yeah, it's more, if it's scary, it's more like just the stress of, or the anxiety of the unknown. And like recognizing how when you're low on resources, things can get dicey. That, I would say, you know, makes it a scary weapon. Or a scary game, rather. But not like jump scares, like, or like existential dread, or that kind of thing. Let's say the javelins be the next thing to just kind of have it casually equipped. Hatchets do 26 attack damage. That's crazy as a throwing weapon. That's really good. Yeah, really generous. Again, the game has been very generous to me. We have another shop, by the way. So, here, before I commit to this, I'm going to, like, make sure I've explored everything else. Next level. I don't know if there's really much benefit to breaking these things down. I know the boxes, when you break those can sometimes have the goods. But those barrels, it's kind of unclear. Or dirty rags. And this is armor. Yes. Pretty good defense. Not the best durability, so it might not last very long, but I'm not gonna say no. It's so weird that all the enemies are dead. And it's weird to me too, because I don't think, actually maybe I'm wrong. I guess I never tried it. Can you just skip the boss? Can I just skip the boss, just run right past him and go right to the exit? Because maybe that's the idea. If you kill the boss, maybe your reward is the fact that the next floor all the bad guys are dead. So, you know, that's like a nice little treat. And of course, you get experience for killing the boss. They might drop something cool. So maybe that's the idea behind why there's something going down there. We got a bag of gold for that, which is nice. So if I could find some more fool's gold, we'll be in really good shape. We have 164 plus 42, so just shy. No, not just shy, slightly over 200. That's what I'm guessing is what's going on. Why like the bad guys keep going away. Offer gold or offer blood? We do have quite a bit of health. I think I'd rather, well, let's see the shop if there's anything that I could really like benefit from buying that we're just like shy of being able to afford. See what the money situation is looking like. Another urn we can drink from. Of course, we do have a healing spell, and there's a few urns we haven't fully finished up. Oh, also, what am I saying? Offer blood, because I can just cannibalize a bunch of the corpses on this floor. So yeah, I should just offer blood. How am I concerned? Unless it, like, kills me, but there's no way. Offer blood. I offered blood, and I leveled up. Not complaining. More strength, I suppose. Blood. Oh, it's blood for experience, probably. Yeah, you can see in the bottom left. So you lose more every time. Yeah, it gets risky. It does get risky. You can pay for experience. So that's actually kind of nice. We were like right at the precipice of a level. So if you're like really close, it seems like you generally get a full heal when you level anyway. That's kind of like a cool little measured risk you can take on. Again, I can cannibalize corpses as we find them. I can't ring that anymore, unfortunately, but I can't complain. We've already been feeling pretty good. There's some corpse here we can devour, and we can also go. I think I'm gonna go and cast this Greater Sanctuary, because that'll be a decent chunk of health, and we can of course drink these urns to get a little bit of mana back. Because in this particular dungeon, or I don't even know if it's a dungeon thing or just this run, but the urns blind us but restore some mana. A very, very generous run. Again, I feel a little guilty, like the game is being nice to me. It did kick the shit out of us a good couple times for those first couple runs. So it's not like the game has been... This has not been easy street. But yeah, this run especially has been is like... I'm nervous. I'm nervous that like it's being nice to me because it's about to like just fucking hit us with a right hook that we had no idea. There was no way to know, like, oh fuck, there's like an instant kill something or another awaiting us. Drink from the urn. Oddly enough, oh, maybe eating the corpses also restores mana, because our mana is actually doing great. Cannibalism is amazing. Cannibalism is amazing, Alex said, with no other context. Old Oak Staff of Chaos. Two-handed. Costs 100 gold. 199 durability. And does... something. I mean, it has 20 attack, but it also does something else. Maybe it hence the chaos aspect. That could be very good or very bad. Some lockpicks. Or a lockpick. Just one lockpick. Eat plant. Darkwood Ring. Dodge on reflex. Dodge on reflex. Maybe the idea is based on your agility, you can auto dodge, or maybe it makes the dodge thing, behave differently. We can get an iron shield, a bronze shield. We already have two pretty darn good bronze boys. Now this one's getting kind of low on the durability, but we got a decent one. And a pretty decent amount of gold. We said that we've got about 200. At 100, yeah, so 164. So yeah, about 200. And I think we determined we cannot sell things in this game to merchants, from what I can tell. So cures all ailments is kind of tempting. 50 gold, 50 gold. So cure all ailments is kind of tempting. This is also tempting. I think the lockpick is a good idea. Just basically like a... Oh, wow. Basically like a skeleton game. The Darkwood Ring I'm curious about. And this Chaos Staff I'm curious about. The question mark is like, oh god, what's it gonna do? It could explode. It could heal. It could do great damage to the bad guys. It could heal the bad guy. Like, who fucking knows, right? So that's scary. We have a lot of good weapons already, so I don't know if we really need to worry about more weapons, per se. So I think if I'm forced to make a choice here, I would say I am curious to see what this does. And then I'm tempted to buy another shield, because the one we have is not that much longer. And also, they're both 150. And this one is, like, just better across the board. 3.71 stagger. Yeah. Oh, I don't have enough gold. I'm an idiot. Okay, never mind. So never mind. In that case, well, I mean... If I have an maybe not an absurd, but a decent amount of gold anyway, let's get this stupid thing. Let's get this stupid thing and see what happens. All right, so for the ring, dodge on reflex. Yeah, maybe there's like maybe like dodge automatically sometimes based on your agility score or something. On reflex. Or maybe it's a thing for like in Dungeons and Dragons and Pathfinder, there's like a reflex save when like certain spell and trap effects happen. Maybe that's what's going on there. Hard to say. Also this, I'm just so curious. So dang curious. Apparently had a second pair of these, by the way. So we'll keep those for now. Keep my eye out for a well at some point. A well as well. All right, what is this? Durability is pretty good. And maybe it's like Diablo where you have to identify things, maybe? Maybe there's like a way to get identified. You can block. And it's a melee weapon, so there's no like spell, like it's not like a staff, like in Diablo. Well, or maybe there is. Maybe I don't know because it's unidentified. But there's no like, it's not like I'm casting a spell. It's not like that kind of staff necessarily. So mysterious. Back to the javelins for a bit. That'll be our standard. But we got a pretty good melee weapon, another good ranged weapon, and an amazing melee weapon. Man, this run's fucking killing it, man. Holy shit. It's a very large place we're in right now. I think we have pretty much explored it all. Nothing else on the map indicates like any other hidden areas. No traps or anything, of course. Could offer more blood. I would be tempted to if we could find another corpse, but I think we've gobbled up everybody. Everyone that can be gobbled has been gobbled. And also, that last time we drank, we used that thingy, it hurt quite a bit. It was like a third of our health, so I'm worried that it would hit me like for like 90% of my health, and then I went into the next floor. A little bit sad, and it'd be for very, very little experience gain, so it's probably not worth. Let's just continue. Next floor, baby. Record saved. We're in a hedge maze of sorts. Oh. Portal. Oh, open passage. I see like the twirlies. Oh! I heard the noise. Can I pick this up? No, I cannot. Whoa! It tasted weird. It sure did. It confused my guy and also like forced him to like slap forward. So the flowers are scary. Dirty puddles, off-putting, and it made me use some mana. Do not eat the flowers, unless it was plant. Was it plant or was it flower? We'll assume it was flower. And it was very scary. I need to find a corpse to eat. That'll make me feel better. That always picks me up. A little pick me up. Is that the king? Oh, it made me lose my shield. Oh god, what did you do? Oh, I'm rooted. There we got his ass, and now I can eat his corpse. Nom, 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 nom. It's a new fella. Like he was wearing a crown, implying that he's like some kind of royalty fella. Out here fighting all by himself. Let's make sure I'm using the... Yeah, I was gonna say I should probably use the one we were using. Because that's like the pattern we've kind of been on so far. Is that a face? Like a face and like a moon. That's the rhythm we've been on so far. I might as well just stick to it. Seems like the randomized effects with flowers and not potions, but like wells is more random, is like more extreme. Because it did 100 damage earlier when we ate. I think it was the plant, not the flower. So I'm not gonna eat the plant. I'll try the flower. Maybe I'm wrong. Eat flower. It healed me. a little bit and then like did something weird. I think it like scrambles your inventory or something. Or maybe it just blocks your screen for a little bit. I think it was the plant though that was like big sad. Did 100 damage and made me drop my shield or something. A really cool bronze light sword. Long sword rather, not light sword. Cannot pick up any more items. I got too much junk in our trunk. Ooh, big guy. I'm just gonna assume he's a bad guy. I mean, come on, look at him. Of course he's a bad guy. Like, I don't know what you're gonna do. I'm scared. We dropped him. Dropped him like it's hot. He turned into green goop. I will eat the goop. Consume the goop. But not consume the poop. Chomp, 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 chomp. My screen is still bloody. How's this thing's durability holding up? This thing I'm using right now. Really good. Really good. We got a whole bunch of these things. Just like a ranged melee weapon. Eat flower. Not plant. Flower. Oh, I ate both? Or something? That was weird. It was like... There was, I think, 2 plants, and it looked like one of them just kind of... Oh, maybe that, like, takes control of your character. Oh, that's exactly what it is. Because that's... Yeah, I definitely didn't click multiple times. It, like, forces your guy to, like, press the use button or the attack button. Crystal ball. Purifying orb of greed. Whereas man, but takes 100 gold. But I am over my encumbrance. So we need to drop some stuff. I can probably part with this shitty shield. Well, I say that. Well, what else? What else we got? That's an obvious thing. Are any of these, like, about to shit out? That one's got a bit. Obviously, that's got plenty. And also, how good is that? Here's body elements and restores mana, but takes 100 gold. I don't know. That's pretty expensive. I couldn't use that now if I wanted to. I think I might hold off. It's pretty light, but I'm not sure it's worth right now. Plus, if I hide my weapon, or de-equip it, rather. There's a passage here. Can I eat this? So I get the benefit and not lose anything. Yeah, that seems like a nice little bonus then. This area has all kind of hidden passages. Cheap amulet of willpower, more max magic points. Right, we're over encumbered. Our current guy is spell power. I'm not sure if that's helpful right now, because we're not really a spellcaster. Max MP. I mean, yeah, actually. Still over encumbered. What about combining equipment? You know, you're right. I hadn't thought about combining equipment. We know about combining, like, garbage stuff. I hadn't really thought about combining other things. Like, can I combine this? Maybe, what if... Well, can I combine the 2 cool shields I have? Let's find out. We got that one. And then this guy. Let's see what that does. Look at that. Look at that. We got an achievement for emburdening ourselves further. Yo, Ethereal, that's huge. That's very helpful. Thank you for letting me know about that. Very helpful. So, we combine those 2 things down to make a slightly better shield. Yeah, I wonder if there's anything... Short sword and... Like, what's... I'm looking for something that is, like... Could be made better than the sum of its parts, you know? Is there anything that I might not miss, per se? Actually, for that matter... Oh, I would need to make room. Yeah, never mind. Like, in this case, I'm curious to combine the large shield, the shitty shield. I'm wondering if it just averages out the 2 things and gives you something in the middle, because if so, that would actually be pretty rough. Well, I say that. The stagger is actually pretty good on the rusty shield, but the durability is a huge thing. That would be rough. Can I combine... Actually, I don't have a gold bag right now. Ooh, here's an obvious thing. Combine the 2 Van Braces. Let's do that. Oh. There we go. And just like that, we freed up some space now. I think it just gave us a bit more durability. Yeah, I don't think it averages out. I think it's additive. And more mana. Interesting. Thank you, Ethereal, for the heads up on that. That's a very useful function. I had not thought to try that. Really useful. So I could still grab this thing. Just to snag it. And for that matter, could I combine these two? Spell power and magic? Ooh, you know, let's try it. It gives you both. Awesome. That's amazing. Truly amazing. There's no way I could combine these two. Ain't no way, right? I'm relying so much on this thing. I'm relying so much on it. It has carried me forward so generously so far, at least. For passages to open up. This is a sprawling area. Lots of fun things to find. Swift Symbol of Pain. Draw or explode a sigil that hurts all those who come close. Our first offensive spell for this character. Good stuff. Now another entrance, another path leading back to the entrance. Eat grass. Is grass here? Oh, this grass. Okay, same thing as earlier. It tasted bitter, but it healed us a little bit. Here's this happy fellow. We learned last time that if we take something, we'll slurp us down to 1 HP, which we can then heal pretty confidently. We have a lot of weapons, though. So I don't know if I need more hatchets. And it's not even a concern of being able to heal. It's more of a concern at this point about, like, being able to carry all this stuff. I'll hold off for now. Oh, I was gonna say, has it stopped? No, it looks like it was just waiting for me. As far as that aways, I think the Dirty Puddle heals our magic, but also loses magic. It's like an Eternal Darkness. You can cast the Restore Mana spell, but it costs mana to cast the Restore Mana spell, so, you know. Bit of a catch-22, that one. Oh, it's just a thing. Actually, you know what? Yeah, we'll see if this gives us something. It breaks. Gives us nothing. Yeah, I think those are pretty much guaranteed not to have something. The little boxes, well, this is a chest, but the boxes can have something. That is leg armor? What did it say? I am full of shit. It is more armor. I might do best, and in fact, it's not even that it's arms armor, but it's not the bestest of arms armor. So if I combine them, let's see if it matters which one you put first. So 690, 833 versus 521, 372. Wow, yeah, it really seems like it just improves the thing that you put on there. But maybe that's the secret. It's like whatever you're starting with, whatever you're combining into is like the base item you can't see. Maybe that's kind of how it works. And that makes sense. It doesn't count it as like a +1 the way that whetstones or whetstones increase the stuff for weapons, and philosopher's stones increase the stuff for spells. Kind of re-rolls the weapon, but at like a higher level, or a piece of equipment, but at a higher level, which is pretty cool. What if it always has to be the same type, or if you can mix and match types? Potion. This shit goes deep. Shit goes... There's so many really interesting systems to experiment with here. I'm really impressed. Now this is... more strength, way more strength, but worse agility. I think we had better strength at one point, so I wonder if something we have ingested has fucked up our strength at some point. Agility's been something we've been using for this, obviously. So this is Some pretty nasty downsides to this, but some pretty delicious upsides. Make us real strong. Real strong. And of course, it's a +6. So we're gaining a lot more than we're losing. Roll the dice. Eat plant, but I don't think I should. So I can feel it in our bones as we're moving around. We're a lot slower now, obviously. We are so strong. Now, I don't know if we're much stronger for thrown weapons, but strong in general. Good shit. Onwards and upwards. It's only a matter of time before we face something terrifying. I'm gonna assume it's a bad guy. We killed him in one hit. Killed an unaware enemy because we're so stealthy. Snuff your lamp oil. So snuff your lamp. Sniff it. Snort your lamp oil. No. Snuff the lamp to save oil. Conserve it. Perhaps that was a one-shot. These are presumed higher level bad guys. Oh, and killing those things. Well, not killing them, but slurping the blue blood cures mana. Whereas red blood cures, and sand blood, I guess, cures everything. It cures like health. That makes sense. Gonna hold off on eating that stuff. A little like honk noise he makes. So we're max health. It's weird because at one point we had like, oh, it's because it was a temporary buff. The bell gave us a temporary buff. I'm wondering why our max health and max mana went down. It's because that temporary buff wore off eventually. I think that's what's going on. Got his ass. I don't need to eat the juice right now, so I'll hold off on eating the juice. I'm also going to hold off on eating the grass. We are at max stuff right now. Brings us back to here. Shame I can't pick up the used javelins, but I kind of understand why. Let's give me a key. It'll give me cheap boots of the mind. Which is to say mind resistance and maximum equipment of carrying weight, I think specifically. Or maybe equip weight. Regardless, we'll take it. And it's my first boot equip thing. I was saying how this game very much reminds me of, at least visually, of Kingsfield. And that's very much correct. But it also reminds me a little bit of NetHack and Barony. Also, I see something like this and I foolishly step onto it. NetHack and Barony, of course, thankfully there's no hunger mechanic, but definitely with, like, the equipment you find is going to be temporary. You know, it's like the durability and the stats that you have, like, you know, all this is temporary. You, like, don't get too used to anything you find, because there's no guarantee it's going to last forever. And, of course, the game is kind of built around expecting you to get got. So, you know, don't take it personally when the game murders your ass. Because it's going to happen. It's going to happen. Or like, yeah, you lose a good piece of equipment, or you have like a good stat that just gets slurped. If we can one-shot those. Whatever they do, I'm way too scared to find out. More? There we go. Oh, I could jump for a second. I don't know why I thought that. Plants to eat. And for any other passages, there's indeed one. Let's do the next floor. What about this one? Like you can like, there's like just enough translucence you can kind of see past the next zone. Also, this makes me nervous. This swirl. Is it going to be a portal? It's just there for visuals. I think it's just there for visuals, but it's enough to get me nervous. Looking for a key for that locked chest back there. 12.7 bits of lamp oil, which was on the whole time, like a dumbass. I forgot about that. I keep forgetting to toggle that shit. All this talk of eating grass, by the way, all I can think of is Bob's Burgers, Tina Belcher being like, your ass is grass and I'm gonna mow it. But in this case, it's your ass is grass and I'm gonna eat it. Which is just way more on the nose. Slightly intended. Purple. Inflicts a random ailment on you. Oh boy. Now, what ailment could possibly be positive? Maybe there's a positive ailment. I struggle to think of such a thing, but maybe there's a positive ailment. Maybe if I could, like, throw it at a bad guy, or, like tempt a bad guy into drinking it. Or maybe you can trade it sometimes. I've got the key. More to strength and less vitality. I don't know if I'm willing to trade vitality. Yeah, I mean, 6 to strength is really, really tempting, but I think I know better than to fly that close to the sun. Tempting as it may be, and the temptation is there. I did seriously consider it. Crossbow, our first range, well, not our first range, but a dedicated range weapon that I guess takes ammo? Or maybe just, oh, it just uses durability. Okay. So just more ranged weapons. Man, we're just finding all kinds of amazing stuff. Good lord. Good lordy lordy. Attack 9. But it shocks, and maybe it stuns. Can you combine the potions, Ethereal? Also a good question. Now, I don't know if I want to combine this one, but I could probably combine, like, these two. It's not a shabby idea. Oh, that turns into a purple. I thought I was a genius. I thought I was a genius. And now I have accidentally bamboozled myself. I don't think I want to get rid of the red. Unless it makes, like, turns you into a god. Nah, probably not. Anything else I would consider combining? You have the key for the chest, obviously. Let's test my theory earlier about this guy. So, 3.35, 263. Okay, so yeah, it's still made it better. That's good. I guess if there's anything that is on the way out or otherwise useless, we can still use it to benefit us in some way. I'm very impressed by the, I wouldn't say complex, but the amount of depth available to you with the systems in this game. It's not complex, like hard to understand, but there's a lot of depth that you can, if you choose to, delve into, and I think that's really fucking cool. I kind of want to play with this because I'm attracted by the fact that it's low damage, low attack, that is. And we have a lot of, like, higher attack power weapons and things to play with. But this does sound pretty fun. So put that on slot 9. Oh, but it's two-handed. That is a downside. If I wanted to, I probably could combine this with, say, the javelins, and maybe that would put some of these properties onto the javelins. But in this case, I'm trying to think of weapons at least sometimes as a resource that is finite. Now, granted, I have a lot of weapons, so maybe I shouldn't be thinking about them as finite, but I don't know how long this game is. I have no idea how long we're gonna be here. That's the next level, obviously. Did I open the red chest? I still have the red key, or the usable key. So probably not. It is. We just have to kind of sniff it out. Sniffing it out. So I'm pretty sure I didn't open it. We have a lockpick, but I didn't use it on that. But if I could have, if I wanted to, I think it's somewhere around here. Here it is. Badass battle axe, light iron, 58 attack. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. It's also heavy as balls. 19 pounds. Oh my god. It's a good thing we have such an amazing strength. That would have to be... We would have to combine a lot of shit down to be able to, like, use that thing properly. Without just having to dump our entire inventory. Now, that being said... What I might end up doing is I might combine a bunch of shit if it gets down to brass tacks and we get to a boss and I start feeling scared. Or rather, when I start feeling scared. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. Me feeling scared is a guarantee at this point. But yeah, again, a question of when we'll start feeling scared. It stuns for a little bit. Not a ton of damage, obviously. But eventually drops his ass. Guess I can just consume. The javelin, I'm kind of surprised because the javelin doesn't do that much more damage. And yet it seems like those are able to really slap the bad guys around, especially like the fairies and whatnot. Those rogue fellas are a bit more tanky, obviously, but still. I'm impressed that the javelins are like that much more pronounced with their attack power. We can still 3-tap those, which is nice. Oh, maybe it's because it's based on our... Well, maybe not. I was going to say maybe with ranged weapons, like the thrown ranged weapons is based on your strength, and maybe there's like... Maybe it's based on agility. Or like ranged shoot weapons. I would expect that more with like dexterity. And there is no dexterity stat in this game, as far as I can tell. Trap fella here. Okay. One of these guys. I'm gonna do little. Alright, can I get him stuck on the trap? Very briefly. Oh, fuck, I don't like that. Probably shouldn't be blocking because we can heal pretty darn well. There we go. We got an achievement for killing a bad guy with the trap. That's kind of fun. Go ahead and slurp this guy down real quick. Remind me, I'm just gonna suck the guy. Out here sucking guys. Motherfucking halberd. Yeah, I think we need to start combining more things because this is getting out of hand. At least with the melee weapons, and maybe I should just like combine. Just pick a melee weapon and just have that be like the guy. And it's probably, to be real, it's probably gonna be this thing. At 58 attack power is just disgusting. Let's wait a little bit longer though. There's no rush. Okay, I'm wrong. Jesus. A katana. It's also two-handed, okay, but it's probably really fast. Yeah, let's start combining stuff down. So if I say this amazing, it's a light iron battle axe, but again, 58 attack power. Good lord. Hey, googly moogly. So maybe like combine that with say the short sword. Now, just to be clear, 58, 19 pounds, so 29 for the durability. Speed. So attack power is the same. Durability went up. Speed's the same. Okay, so yeah, just help with the durability. Amazing. Truly, truly amazing. This next floor. There's another area here. And we get shoes of hearing, not, but it's a, oh, it's of, wait, of wearing? I will wear the shoes of wearing. Max equip and max speed. What do I have right now on shoes? I'll go ahead and grab them because, again, we can combine them, which is nice. We have a bronze hammer. Yeah, as far as, like, melee things, that longsword. We still have no idea what this chaos thing does. The question mark is, it does some kind of status. It's probably a random status every time. So what I'd probably do is combine, yeah, that longsword. Battle axe. If I should combine it with a katana, maybe it, like, does better with, like, types, but it doesn't really say, like, it's an axe type or a sword type. It just says it's a melee weapon, so maybe it wouldn't matter too much. There we go. Combining it down. And then same kind of idea here. Be cool if we got at least that movement speed increase. These don't appear to be armor necessarily. It's just an accessory. Yeah, foot accessory, I see now. So those can't break, presumably. So we got the move speed. Oh, I think it might have erased the other thing. What was the other thing? It was max equip and something that I don't miss. Something that was not an issue. So it might overwrite sometimes when it comes to those, like the special effects. That kind of makes sense. There's one other passage. Need to drink anything? We're doing all right. It's a passage. We're here? Yes. No attack. They're trying to cast spells, and we're saying, no thank you, lady. I want nothing of what you're selling. No thank you. Actually, this continues to open up a little bit more than I was expecting. Another shield. Let's grab it for now. And our first helmet in a long time. I think we bought one at the very, very start. And it broke very quickly because it was not a very good helmet. Look at us. We have, like, a number of things that we're wearing. We're a respectable adventurer. It's so cool. I missed. Trying to cast stuff on me, and I'm saying no thank you. Interrupting him very well. Gonna run this way. Continue to kite and then drop his ass. Where did I see him? Back this way. It was back this way. That's right, because it was past the elf lady, the fairy lady. A ring, adrenaline ring. Action begets haste. Action begets haste. So it's almost like these kinds of rings. It's like they're speaking in. It's like they're speaking in code. Dodge on reflex and action begets haste. Don't know what that means, but I'm gonna assume it's good. I'm gonna assume that whatever this is, it's good. It's a good thing. So I'm just gonna roll with it. And I'll confess, the mystery does intrigue. Another helmet. Literally just got a helmet. Could combine these. Light bronze and a light bronze. This is much better defense and better durability. This seems like the proper basis then. 5.16. 582. Boop. Now it's just a little bit better. There we go. And then for the shield, or bulwark rather. 135, 3.28, 2. Wow. This one's also just kind of a little bit better, just in general. So that'll be the basic. Then we combine. There we go. That's so cool. Oops. Down the hot bar. How's this thing's durability hanging in there? I want to eventually combine that down with another ranged weapon to give that shock ability to something else. In fact, I think I might go and do that now, kind of while I'm ruminating on such a thing. So it is here. There we go. So if I think I'm more inclined to empower either the javelins or maybe the hatchets. That's really good attack power. The arc is 1 degree. Is there a mention of the... Okay, the speed's a little bit slower. It's quite a bit heavier, obviously. The range is the same. This one has much better range. Durability is pretty sweet. And it's one-handed. Okay, so it didn't give it the shock ability, but it did significantly increase the durability, which is pretty nice. Let's see, where is it? It's the iron hatchets, yeah. Arch throwing weapon. It's still attack power. So I think it's still, yeah, it still is affecting the... I think the stat is still, like, yeah, very much affected by... by strength specifically. Even in the case of the crossbow, which is obviously like an automated thing, you would think it'd be more about aiming, but I think for the sake of simplicity and consistency, it still made even the crossbow governed by strength, as far as governing attributes go. So I think we're all set here. We've explored all that we can on this floor. I suspect we probably have a scary boss battle in our future, at which point I'd be inclined to combine stuff down more. Although it seems like combining is mostly for durability purposes, which is good. Greater Sanctuary, Swift Symbol of Pains. We have that one offensive ability. If we have a scary boss battle coming up, then I'm gonna have to... Yeah, here we go. Scary boss battle. So let's consider probably one ranged and one melee. So... yeah, I think what I might do... This one's nice and fast. Although it's not that much faster than the Battle Axe. Maybe what I'll do is... those two close. This... oh, whoops. Battle Axe and hatchets. Javelins, heavy flail. Yeah, keep those on hand. So, here's the axe. Oh, but it's... oh, can't run and dodge. Oh, God. Thing is a bastard. Big ol' bastard. Although... well, let's see. It's because of the equipment. It's because of just how heavy it is. Just impossibly heavy. Yeah. We become a boss. We become an absolute badass with that thing. That's one thing too, is I have to like make sure to put the shield back on when I switch back to that guy. So I'll probably put that on that slot. There we go. What awaits us? Let's find out. Is big dragon fella. On fire. Oh god, he like teleported? Or he didn't teleport, he was like just there suddenly. Big fire. Just run around. Oh. My guy is on fire actively right now. It's the Fire Elmo emote right now. There's like where his hands are up and there's like fire in the background and it's kind of scrungy. That being said, we are kind of doing it to this man. Man, oh man, we beheaded the dragon. Aethero with the gigantic brain plays, knowing that you can combine stuff, really opens this game up tremendously. Intelligence, ally with traps, or gold. Ally with traps sounds cool. Gold, I don't think I need. An intelligence wouldn't do me much good. Do we have like a buddy? Ally, do we have like a buddy that hangs around with us? Also, strength is so stupid. I'm actually tempted to put points into agility, if not just because it's such a good healing ability. Probably vitality. Simply having this grants you ally with traps. Maybe it means traps don't hurt me, which would be really freaking sweet. I'm tempted to combine them, but I'm scared it'll like I'll like overwrite something and I'll be sad. And I'll have combiner's remorse. Man, what a run this has been. My god. How much further does this go? Fire and lightning are affected by this place, it says. Man, this is awesome. I want to keep playing, but it's getting so late. I really should wrap up, unfortunately. But this game is very, very fun. I do believe this game autosaves. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure this game autosaves because there's a spot in the menu that says continue. So, as much as I would love to keep going and just see how far we can push the run, we're just steamrolling, man. Like, again, Aethero with the little hints as far as functionality for the game that really goes a long way. That's been super helpful. Really appreciate you giving me some hints and some tips from the dev themselves. This is a very cool game. And I did see that on your Twitter page, you said it sounds like you're working on some stuff revolving around a sequel for this game. I saw the music project for Devil Spire 2 was something that took place back in July. There was like a contest, which is cool. So yeah, this is delightful. Am I sure? Yes. And just to confirm, got the continue option, so we can pick this up next time. Yeah, this game, I'm really vibing to this. I enjoy this kind of game a lot, and it's very satisfying playing a game like this and having a kind of run where like everything kind of clicks. I shouldn't say everything clicks, but like you start to understand the systems better. You get some really nice like weapons and options available to you. You're not just getting spanked horribly by like those first couple rooms like we did for the first couple runs. Very good game. Very, very fun game. Yeah, we can rest for now. Thank you, Ethereal, for making a very fun game. Thank you for making your game available through Keymailer. I was able to get Keymailer, or get a review key through this game from Keymailer, which was very nice of them and nice of you to make this available. I know this game's been out a couple years, and I know a lot of the times whenever a developer makes their game available through one of those kind of streamer portal sites, usually they only like check the request whenever there's like a big update or whenever a game comes out of early access or something. So I appreciate the fact that you're still looking for people to play this game. So I'm assuming you yourself were involved in that decision-making process. So I appreciate you allowing folks like myself to get a kind of a fun look at this game.